The Septuagint, with Apocrypha, is a collection of the best and most reliable Greek manuscripts reconstructed to approximate the original translation of the Old Testament from Hebrew to Greek. Book of Numbers, read by Alexander Scourby. Chapter 1. And the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of witness, on the first day of the 2nd month, in the 2nd year of their departure from the land of Egypt, saying, Take the sum of all the congregation of Israel according to their kindred, according to the houses of their fathers' families, according to their number by their names, according to their heads. Every male from 20 years old and upwards, every one that goes forth in the forces of Israel, take account of them with their strength. You and Aaron take account of them. And with you there shall be each one of the rulers according to the tribe of each. They shall be according to the houses of their families. And these are the names of the men who shall be present with you. Of the tribe of Reuben, Elizur the son of Sediur. Of Simeon, Salamiel the son of Surisadai. Of Judah, Niason the son of Aminadab. Of Issachar, Nathaniel the son of Sogar. Of Zabulon, Eliab the son of Chaelon. Of the sons of Joseph, of Ephraim, Elisama the son of Emiud. Of Manasseh, Gamaliel the son of Phaddasur. Of Benjamin, Abidan the son of Gideoni. Of Dan, Achiezer the son of Amisadai. Of Aser, Phagaiel the son of Ekran. Of Gad, Elisaph the son of Raguel. Of Naphtali, Achira the son of Anan. These were famous men of the congregation, heads of the tribes according to their families. These are heads of thousands in Israel. And Moses and Aaron took these men who were called by name, and they assembled all the congregation on the first day of the month in the 2nd year, and they registered them after their lineage, after their families, after the number of their names, from 20 years old and upwards, every male according to their number. As the Lord commanded Moses, so they were numbered in the wilderness of Sinai. And the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, according to their kindred, according to their divisions, according to the houses of their families, according to the number of their names, according to their heads, were all males from 20 years old and upward. Every one that went out with the host, the numbering of them of the tribe of Reuben, was 46,400. For the children of Simeon, according to their kindred, according to their divisions, according to the houses of their families, according to the number of their names, according to their polls, all males from 20 years old and upward, every one that goes out with the host, the numbering of them of the tribe of Simeon, was 59,300. For the sons of Judah, according to their kindred, according to their divisions, according to the houses of their families, according to the number of their names, according to their polls, all males from 20 years old and upward, every one that goes forth with the host, the numbering of them of the tribe of Judah, was 74,600. For the sons of Issachar, according to their kindred, according to their divisions, according to the houses of their families, according to the number of their names, according to their polls, all males from 20 years old and upward, every one that goes forth with the host. The numbering of them of the tribe of Issachar was 54,400. For the sons of Zabulon, according to their kindred, according to their divisions, according to the houses of their families, according to the number of their names, according to their polls, all males from 20 years old and upward, every one that goes out with the host, the numbering of them of the tribe of Zebulun, was 57,000 and section 400. For the sons of Joseph, the sons of Ephraim, according to their kindred, according to their divisions, according to the houses of their families, according to the number of their names, according to their polls, all males from 20 years old and upward, every one that goes out with the host, the numbering of them of the tribe of Ephraim, was 40,500. For the sons of Manasseh, according to their kindred, according to their divisions, according to the houses of their families, according to the number of their names, according to their polls, all males from 20 years old and upward, every one that goes out with the host, the numbering of them of the tribe of Manasseh, was 32,200. For the sons of Benjamin, according to their kindred, according to their divisions, according to the houses of their families, according to the number of their names, according to their polls, every male from 20 years old and upward, every one that goes forth with the host, the numbering of them of the tribe of Benjamin, was 35,400. For the sons of Gad, according to their kindred, according to their divisions, according to the houses of their families, according to the number of their names, according to their polls, all males from 20 years old and upward, every one that goes forth with the host, the numbering of them of the tribe of Gad, was 45,650. For the sons of Dan, according to their kindred, according to their divisions, according to the houses of their families, according to the number of their names, according to their polls, all males from 20 years old and upward, every one that goes forth with the host, the numbering of them of the tribe of Dan, was 60 and 2,700. For the sons of Aser, according to their kindred, according to their divisions, according to the houses of their families, according to the number of their names, according to their polls, every male from 20 years old and upward, every one that goes forth with the host, the numbering of them of the tribe of Aser, was 40 and 1,500. For the sons of Naphtali, according to their kindred, according to their divisions, according to the houses of their families, according to the number of their names, according to their polls, every male from 20 years old and upward, every one who goes forth with the host, the numbering of them of the tribe of Naphtali, was 53,400. This is the numbering which Moses and Aaron and the rulers of Israel, being 12 men, conducted. There was a man for each tribe. They were according to the tribe of the houses of their family. And the whole numbering of the children of Israel with their host from 20 years old and upward, every one that goes out to set himself in battle array in Israel, came to 600,000 and 3,550. But the Levites of the tribe of their family were not counted among the children of Israel. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, See, you shall not muster the tribe of Levi, and you shall not take their numbers in the midst of the children of Israel. And do you set the Levites over the tabernacle of witness, and over all its furniture, and over all things that are in it. And they shall do service in it, and they shall encamp round about the tabernacle. And in removing the tabernacle, the Levites shall take it down, and in pitching the tabernacle they shall set it up. And let the stranger that advances to touch it die. And the children of Israel shall encamp, every man in his own order, and every man according to his company, with their host. But let the Levites encamp round about the tabernacle of witness fronting it, and so there shall be no sin among the children of Israel, and the Levites themselves shall keep the guard of the tabernacle of witness. And the children of Israel did according to all that the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. Chapter 2. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, Let the children of Israel encamp fronting each other, every man keeping his own rank, according to their standards, according to the houses of their families. The children of Israel shall encamp round about the tabernacle of witness. And they that encamp first toward the east shall be the order of the camp of Judah with their host, and the prince of the sons of Judah, Naasson the son of Amminadab. His forces that were numbered were 74,600. And they that encamp next shall be of the tribe of Issachar. And the prince of the sons of Issachar shall be Nathaniel the son of Sogar. His forces that were numbered were 54,400. And they that encamp next shall be of the tribe of Zebulun. And the prince of the sons of Zebulun shall be Eliab the son of Chalon. His forces that were numbered were 57,400. All that were numbered of the camp of Judah were 180,000 and 6,400. They shall move first with their forces. This is the order of the camp of Reuben. Their forces shall be toward the south, and the prince of the children of Reuben shall be Elisur the son of Sedior. His forces that were numbered were 46,500. And they that encamp next to him shall be of the tribe of Simeon, and the prince of the sons of Simeon shall be Salamiel the son of Surisaddai. His forces that were numbered were 59,300. And they that encamp next to them shall be the tribe of Gad. And the prince of the sons of Gad, Elisaph the son of Raguel. His forces that were numbered were 45,650. All who were numbered of the camp of Reuben were 151,450. They with their forces shall proceed in the second place. And then the tabernacle of witness shall be set forward, and the camp of the Levites shall be between the camps. As they shall encamp, so also shall they commence their march, each one next, in order to his fellow, according to their companies. The station of the camp of Ephraim shall be westward with their forces, and the head of the children of Ephraim shall be Elisamah the son of Ammiud. His forces that were numbered are 40,500. And they that encamp next shall be of the tribe of Manasseh, and the prince of the sons of Manasseh, Gamaliel the son of Padassur. His forces that were numbered were 32,200. And they that encamp next shall be of the tribe of Benjamin, and the prince of the sons of Benjamin, Abidan the son of Gideoni. His forces that were numbered were 35,400. All that were numbered of the camp of Ephraim were 108,100. They with their forces shall set out third. The order of the camp of Dan shall be northward with their forces. And the prince of the sons of Dan, Achiezer the son of Ammissadai. His forces that were numbered were 62,700. And they that encamp next to him shall be the tribe of Aser, and the prince of the sons of Aser, Phagiel the son of Ekran. His forces that were numbered were 41,500. And they that encamp next shall be of the tribe of Naphtali, and the prince of the children of Naphtali, Achir's son Enon. His forces that were numbered were 53,400. All that were numbered of the camp of Dan were 157,600. They shall set out last according to their order. This is the numbering of the children of Israel according to the houses of their families. All the numbering of the camps with their forces was 603,550. But the Levites were not numbered with them, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the children of Israel did all things that the Lord commanded Moses. Thus they encamped in their order, and thus they began their march in succession, each according to their divisions, according to the houses of their families. Chapter 3. And these are the generations of Aaron and Moses in the day in which the Lord spoke to Moses in Mount Sinai. And these are the names of the sons of Aaron: Nadab the firstborn, and Abiud, Eleazar, and Ithamar. These are the names of the sons of Aaron, the anointed priests whom they consecrated to the priesthood. And Nadab and Abiud died before the Lord, when they offered strange fire before the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai, and they had no children. And Eleazar and Ithamar ministered in the priest's office with Aaron their father. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take the tribe of Levi, and you shall set them before Aaron the priest, and they shall minister to him, and shall keep his charges and the charges of the children of Israel before the tabernacle of witness, to do the works of the tabernacle. And they shall keep all the furniture of the tabernacle of witness, and the charges of the children of Israel, as to all the works of the tabernacle. And you shall give the Levites to Aaron, and to his sons the priests. They are given for a gift to me of the children of Israel. And you shall appoint Aaron and his sons over the tabernacle of witness, and they shall keep their charge of priesthood, and all things belonging to the altar, and within the veil. And the stranger that touches them shall die. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Behold, I have taken the Levites from the midst of the children of Israel, instead of every male that opens the womb from among the children of Israel. They shall be their ransom, and the Levites shall be mine. For every firstborn is mine. In the day in which I struck every firstborn in the land of Egypt, I sanctified to myself every firstborn in Israel, both of man and beast. They shall be mine. I am the Lord. And the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, Take the number of the sons of Levi, according to the houses of their families, according to their divisions. Number you them every male from a month old and upwards. And Moses and Aaron numbered them by the word of the Lord, as the Lord commanded them. And these were the sons of Levi by their names: Gedson, Kehath, and Merari. And these are the names of the sons of Gedson according to their families: Lobani and Simei, and the sons of Kehath according to their families: Amram and Issar, Chebron and Ozil. And the sons of Merari according to their families: Mulai and Musi. These are the families of the Levites according to the houses of their families. To Gedson belongs the family of Lobani and the family of Simei. These are the families of Gedson. The numbering of them, according to the number of every male from a month old and upwards, their numbering was 7,500. And the sons of Gedson shall encamp westward behind the tabernacle. And the ruler of the household of the family of Gedson was Elisaph the son of Dale. And the charge of the sons of Gedson in the tabernacle of witness was the tent and the veil, and the covering of the door of the tabernacle of witness, and the curtains of the court, and the veil of the door of the court, which is by the tabernacle, and the remainder of all its works. To Kohath belonged one division, that of Amram, and another division, that of Issar, and another division, that of Chebron, and another division, that of Ozil. These are the divisions of Kohath, according to number. Every male from a month old and upward 8,600, keeping the charges of the holy things. The families of the sons of Kohath shall encamp beside the tabernacle toward the south. And the chief of the house of the families of the divisions of Kohath was Elisaphan the son of Ozil. And their charge was the ark, and the table, and the candlestick, and the altars, and all the vessels of the sanctuary wherewith they do holy service, and the veil, and all their works. And the chief over the chief of the Levites was Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, appointed to keep the charges of the holy things. To Merari belonged the family of Muli and the family of Musi. These are the families of Merari. The mustering of them, according to number, every male from a month old and upwards, was 6,050. And the head of the house of the families of the division of Merari was Suriel, the son of Abichail. They shall encamp by the side of the tabernacle northwards. The oversight of the charge of the sons of Merari included the capitals of the tabernacle, and its bars, and its pillars, and its sockets, and all their furniture, and their works, and the pillars of the court round about, and their bases, and their pins, and their cords. They that encamp before the tabernacle of witness on the east shall be Moses and Aaron and his sons, keeping the charges of the sanctuary according to the charges of the children of Israel. And the stranger that touches them shall die. All the numbering of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron numbered by the word of the Lord, according to their families, every male from a month old and upwards, were 22,000. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Count every firstborn male of the children of Israel from a month old and upwards, and take the number by name. And you shall take the Levites for me. I am the Lord. Instead of all the firstborn of the sons of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites, instead of all the firstborn among the cattle of the children of Israel. And Moses counted, as the Lord commanded him, every firstborn among the children of Israel. And all the male firstborn in number by name, from a month old and upwards, were according to their numbering 22,273. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take the Levites instead of all the firstborn of the sons of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of their cattle, and the Levites shall be mine. I am the Lord. And for the ransoms of the 273, which exceed the Levites in number of the firstborn of the sons of Israel, you shall even take 5 shekels a head. You shall take them according to the holy didrachim, 20 oboli to the shekel. And you shall give the money to Aaron and to his sons, the ransom of those who exceed in number among them. And Moses took the silver, the ransom of those that exceeded in number, the redemption of the Levites. He took the silver from the firstborn of the sons of Israel, 1,365 shekels according to the holy shekel. And Moses gave the ransom of them that were over to Aaron and his sons, by the word of the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. Chapter 4. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, Take the sum of the children of Kath from the midst of the sons of Levi, after their families, according to the houses of their fathers' households, from 25 years old and upward until 50 years, every one that goes in to minister, to do all the works in the tabernacle of witness. And these are the works of the sons of Kath in the tabernacle of witness. It is most holy. And Aaron and his sons shall go in when the camp is about to move, and shall take down the shadowing veil, and shall cover with it the ark of the testimony. And they shall put on it a cover, even a blue skin, and put on it above a garment all of blue, and shall put the staves through the rings. And they shall put on the table set forth for showbread a cloth all of purple, and the dishes, and the censers, and the cups, and the vessels with which one offers drink offerings. And the continual loaves shall be upon it, and they shall put upon it a scarlet cloth, and they shall cover it with a blue covering of skin, and they shall put the staves into it. And they shall take a blue covering, and cover the candlestick that gives light, and its lamps, and its snuffers, and its funnels, and all the vessels of oil with which they minister. And they shall put it, and all its vessels, into a blue skin cover, and they shall put it on bearers. And they shall put a blue cloth for a cover on the golden altar, and shall cover it with a blue skin cover, and put in its staves. And they shall take all the instruments of service with which they minister in the sanctuary, and shall place them in a cloth of blue, and shall cover them with blue skin covering, and put them upon staves. And he shall put the covering on the altar, and they shall cover it with a cloth all of purple. And they shall put upon it all the vessels with which they minister upon it, and the fire pans, and the flesh hooks, and the cups, and the cover, and all the vessels of the altar. And they shall put on it a blue cover of skins, and shall put in its staves. And they shall take a purple cloth, and cover the laver and its foot, and they shall put it into a blue cover of skin, and put it on bars. And Aaron and his sons shall finish covering the holy things, and all the holy vessels, when the camp begins to move. And afterwards the sons of Kahath shall go in to take up the furniture, but shall not touch the holy things, lest they die. These shall the sons of Kahath bear in the tabernacle of witness. Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, is overseer. The oil of the light and the incense of composition, and the daily meat offering and the anointing oil are his charge, even the oversight of the whole tabernacle, and all things that are in it in the holy place, in all the works. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, You shall not destroy the family of Kohath from the tribe out of the midst of the Levites. This do you to them, and they shall live and not die, when they approach the Holy of Holies. Let Aaron and his sons advance, and they shall place them each in his post for bearing. And so they shall by no means go in to look suddenly upon the holy things, and die. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take the sum of the children of Gedson, and these according to the houses of their lineage, according to their families. Take the number of them from 25 years old, and upwards until the age of 50, every one that goes in to minister, to do his business in the tabernacle of witness. This is the public service of the family of Gedson, to minister and to bear. And they shall bear the skins of the tabernacle, and the tabernacle of witness, and its veil, and the blue cover that was on it above, and the cover of the door of the tabernacle of witness. And all the curtains of the court which were upon the tabernacle of witness, and the appendages, and all the vessels of service that they minister with, they shall attend to. According to the direction of Aaron and his sons, shall be the ministry of the sons of Gedson, in all their ministries and in all their works. And you shall take account of them by name in all things borne by them. This is the service of the sons of Gedson in the tabernacle of witness, and their charge by the hand of Ithamar the son of Aaron the priest. The sons of Merari, according to their families, according to the houses of their lineage, take you the number of them. Take the number of them from 25 years old, and upwards until 50 years old, every one that goes in to perform the services of the tabernacle of witness. And these are the charges of the things borne by them according to all their works in the tabernacle of witness. They shall bear the capitals of the tabernacle, and the bars, and its pillars, and its sockets, and the veil, and there shall be their sockets, and their pillars, and the curtain of the door of the tabernacle. And they shall bear the pillars of the court round about, and there shall be their sockets. And they shall bear the pillars of the veil of the door of the court, and their sockets, and their pins, and their cords, and all their furniture, and all their instruments of service. Take you their number by name, and all the articles of the charge of the things borne by them. This is the ministration of the family of the sons of Merari in all their works in the tabernacle of witness, by the hand of Ithamar the son of Aaron the priest. And Moses and Aaron and the rulers of Israel took the number of the sons of Kohath according to their families, according to the houses of their lineage, from 25 years old, and upwards to the age of 50 years, every one that goes in to minister and do service in the tabernacle of witness. And the numbering of them according to their families was 2,750. This is the numbering of the family of Kohath, every one that ministers in the tabernacle of witness, as Moses and Aaron numbered them by the word of the Lord, by the hand of Moses. And the sons of Gedson were numbered according to their families, according to the houses of their lineage, from 25 years old, and upward till 50 years old, every one that goes in to minister and to do the services in the tabernacle of witness. And the numbering of them according to their families, according to the houses of their lineage, was 2,630. This is the numbering of the family of the sons of Gedson, every one who ministers in the tabernacle of witness, whom Moses and Aaron numbered by the word of the Lord, by the hand of Moses. And also the family of the sons of Merari were numbered according to their divisions, according to the house of their fathers, from 25 years old, and upward till 50 years old, every one that goes in to minister in the services of the tabernacle of witness. And the numbering of them according to their families, according to the houses of their lineage, was 3,200. This is the numbering of the family of the sons of Merari, whom Moses and Aaron numbered by the word of the Lord, by the hand of Moses. All that were numbered, whom Moses and Aaron and the rulers of Israel numbered, namely the Levites, according to their families, and according to the houses of their lineage, from 25 years old, and upward till 50 years old, every one that goes into the service of the works, and the charge of the things that are carried in the tabernacle of witness. And they that were numbered were 8,580. He reviewed them by the word of the Lord by the hand of Moses, appointing each man severally over their respective work and over their burdens. And they were numbered as the Lord commanded Moses. Chapter 5. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Charge the children of Israel, and let them send forth out of the camp every leper and every one who has a discharge, and every one who is unclean from a dead body. Whether male or female, send them forth out of the camp, and they shall not defile their camps in which I dwell among them. And the children of Israel did so, and sent them out of the camp. As the Lord said to Moses, so did the children of Israel. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Every man or woman who shall commit any sin that is common to man, or if that soul shall in any way have neglected the commandment and transgressed, that person shall confess the sin which he has committed, and shall make satisfaction for his trespass. He shall pay the principal, and shall add to it the fifth part, and shall make restoration to him against whom he has trespassed. But if a man have no near kinsman, so as to make satisfaction for his trespass to him, the trespass offering paid to the Lord shall be for the priest, besides the ram of atonement, by which he shall make atonement with it for him. And every firstfruits in all the sanctified things among the children of Israel, whatever they shall offer to the Lord, shall be for the priest himself. And the hallowed things of every man shall be his. And whatever man shall give anything to the priest, the gift shall be his. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and you shall say to them, Whosoever wife shall transgress against him, and slight and despise him, and supposing anyone shall lie with her carnally, and the thing shall be hid from the eyes of her husband, and she should conceal it, and be herself defiled, and there be no witness with her, and she should not be taken, and there should come upon him a spirit of jealousy, and he should be jealous of his wife, and she be defiled. Or there should come upon him a spirit of jealousy, and he should be jealous of his wife, and she should not be defiled. Then shall the man bring his wife to the priest, and shall bring his gift for her, the 10th part of an ephah of barley meal. He shall not pour oil upon it, neither shall he put frankincense upon it. For it is a sacrifice of jealousy, a sacrifice of memorial, recalling sin to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her, and cause her to stand before the Lord. And the priest shall take pure running water in an earthen vessel, and he shall take of the dust that is on the floor of the tabernacle of witness. And the priest, having taken it, shall cast it into the water. And the priest shall cause the woman to stand before the Lord, and shall uncover the head of the woman, and shall put into her hands the sacrifice of memorial, the sacrifice of jealousy. And in the hand of the priest shall be the water of this conviction that brings the curse. And the priest shall adjure her, and shall say to the woman, If no one has lain with you, and if you have not transgressed so as to be polluted, being under the power of your husband, be free from this water of the conviction that causes the curse. But if being a married woman you have transgressed, or been polluted, and anyone has lain with you beside your husband, then the priest shall adjure the woman by the oaths of this curse. And the priest shall say to the woman, The Lord bring you into a curse, and under an oath in the midst of your people, in that the Lord should cause your thigh to rot and your belly to swell. And this water, bringing the curse, shall enter into your womb to cause your belly to swell and your thigh to rot. And the woman shall say, So be it, so be it. And the priest shall write these curses in a book, and shall blot them out with the water of the conviction that brings the curse. And he shall cause the woman to drink the water of the conviction that brings the curse. And the water of the conviction that brings the curse shall enter into her. And the priest shall take from the hand of the woman the sacrifice of jealousy, and shall present the sacrifice before the Lord, and shall bring it to the altar. And the priest shall take a handful of the sacrifice as a memorial of it, and shall offer it up upon the altar. And afterwards he shall cause the woman to drink the water. And it shall come to pass, if she be defiled, and have altogether escaped the notice of her husband, then the water of the conviction that brings the curse shall enter into her. And she shall swell in her belly, and her thigh shall rot, and the woman shall be for a curse in the midst of her people. But if the woman have not been polluted, and be clean, then shall she be guiltless, and shall conceive seed. This is the law of jealousy, wherein a married woman should happen to transgress and be defiled. Or in the case of a man on whoever the spirit of jealousy should come, and he should be jealous of his wife, and he should place his wife before the Lord, and the priest shall execute towards her all this law. Then the man shall be clear from sin, and that woman shall bear her sin. Chapter 6. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and you shall say to them, Whatsoever man or woman shall specially vow a vow to separate oneself with purity to the Lord, he shall purely abstain from wine and strong drink, and he shall drink no vinegar of wine or vinegar of strong drink. And whatever is made of the grape he shall not drink, neither shall he eat fresh grapes or raisins all the days of his vow. He shall eat no one of all the things that come from the vine, wine from the grape stones to the husk, all the days of his separation. A razor shall not come upon his head, until the days be fulfilled which he vowed to the Lord. He shall be holy, cherishing the long hair of the head, all the days of his vow to the Lord. He shall not come near to any dead body, to his father or his mother, or to his brother or his sister. He shall not defile himself for them when they have died, because the vow of God is upon him on his head. All the days of his vow he shall be holy to the Lord. And if anyone should die suddenly by him, immediately the head of his vow shall be defiled, and he shall shave his head in whatever day he shall be purified. On the 7th day he shall be shaved. And on the 8th day he shall bring 2 turtle doves, or 2 young pigeons, to the priest, to the doors of the tabernacle of witness. And the priest shall offer one for a sin offering, and the other for a whole burnt offering, and the priest shall make atonement for him in the things wherein he sinned respecting the dead body. And he shall sanctify his head in that day in which he was consecrated to the Lord all the days of his vow. And he shall bring a lamb of a year old for a trespass offering. And the former days shall not be reckoned, because the head of his vow was polluted. And this is the law of him that has vowed. In whatever day he shall have fulfilled the days of his vow, he shall himself bring his gift to the doors of the tabernacle of witness, and he shall bring his gift to the Lord. 1 he-lamb of a year old without blemish for a whole burnt offering, and 1 ewe-lamb of a year old without blemish for a sin offering, and 1 ram without blemish for a peace offering, and a basket of unleavened bread of fine flour, even loaves kneaded with oil, and unleavened cakes anointed with oil, and their meat offering, and their drink offering. And the priest shall bring them before the Lord, and shall offer his sin offering and his whole burnt offering. And he shall offer the ram as a sacrifice of peace offering to the Lord with the basket of unleavened bread. And the priest shall offer its meat offering and its drink offering. And he that has vowed shall shave the head of his consecration by the doors of the tabernacle of witness, and shall put the hairs on the fire which is under the sacrifice of peace offering. And the priest shall take the sodden shoulder of the ram, and 1 unleavened loaf from the basket, and 1 unleavened cake, and shall put them on the hands of the votary after he has shaved off his, and the priest shall present them as an offering before the Lord. It shall be the holy portion for the priest, beside the breast of the heave offering, and beside the shoulder of the wave offering, and afterwards the votary shall drink wine. This is the law of the votary, who shall have vowed to the Lord his gift to the Lord concerning his vow, besides what he may be able to afford according to the value of his vow, which he may have vowed according to the law of separation. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and to his sons, saying, Thus you shall bless the children of Israel, saying to them, The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and have mercy upon you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I the Lord will bless them. Chapter 7. And it came to pass in the day in which Moses finished the setting up of the tabernacle, that he anointed it and consecrated it, and all its furniture, and the altar, and all its furniture, he even anointed them, and consecrated them. And the princes of Israel brought gifts, 12 princes of their fathers' houses. These were the heads of tribes, these are they that presided over the numbering. And they brought their gift before the Lord, 6 covered wagons, and 12 oxen, a wagon from 2 princes, and a calf from each. And they brought them before the tabernacle. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take of them, and they shall be for the works of the services of the tabernacle of witness. And you shall give them to the Levites, to each one according to his ministration. And Moses took the wagons and the oxen, and gave them to the Levites. And he gave 2 wagons and 4 oxen to the sons of Gedson, according to their ministrations. And 4 wagons and 8 oxen he gave to the sons of Merari according to their ministrations, by Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. But to the sons of Kehath he gave them not, because they have the ministrations of the sacred things, They shall bear them on their shoulders. And the rulers brought gifts for the dedication of the altar in the day in which he anointed it, and the rulers brought their gifts before the altar. And the Lord said to Moses, 1 chief each day, they shall offer their gifts, a chief each day, for the dedication of the altar. And he that offered his gift on the first day was Naasson the son of Amminadab, prince of the tribe of Judah. And he brought his gift. 1 silver charger of 130 shekels was its weight, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour kneaded with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden censer of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 the goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Naasson the son of Amminadab. On the second day, Nathaniel son of Sogar, the prince of the tribe of Issachar, brought his offering. And he brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour kneaded with oil for a meat offering, 1 censer of 10 golden shekels, full of incense, 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice, a peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Nathaniel the son of Sogar. On the third day the prince of the sons of Zebulun, Eliab the son of Shalom. He brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour kneaded with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden censer of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old, for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Eliab the son of Shalom. On the fourth day Elisur the son of Sedeur, the prince of the children of Reuben. He brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour kneaded with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden censer of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Elisur the son of Sedeur. On the fifth day the prince of the children of Simeon, Salamiel the son of Surisadai. He brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour kneaded with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden censer of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Salamiel the son of Surisadai. On the sixth day the prince of the sons of Gad, Elisaph the son of Raguel. He brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour kneaded with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden censer of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Elisaph the son of Raguel. On the seventh day the prince of the sons of Ephraim, Elisama the son of Amiud. He brought his gift, 1 silver charger. Its weight was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour kneaded with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden censer of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Elisama the son of Amiud. On the eighth day the prince of the sons of Manasseh, Gamaliel the son of Phaddasur. He brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden censer of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Gamaliel the son of Phaddesur, on the 9th day, the prince of the sons of Benjamin, Abidan the son of Gideoni. He brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden censer of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Abidan the son of Gideoni. On the 10th day, the prince of the sons of Dan, Achiezer the son of Ammissadai. He brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour kneaded with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden censer of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Achiezer, the son of Ammissadai. On the 11th day, the prince of the sons of Aser, Phagiel the son of Ekran. He brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden censer of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Phagiel the son of Ekran. On the 12th day, the prince of the sons of Naphtali, Achir the son of Anan. He brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden censer of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Achir the son of Anan. This was the dedication of the altar in the day in which Moses anointed it by the princes of the sons of Israel. 12 silver chargers, 12 silver bowls, 12 golden censers, each charger of 130 shekels, and each bowl of 70 shekels. All the silver of the vessels was 2,400 shekels, the shekels according to the holy shekel. 12 golden censers full of incense. All the gold of the shekels, 120 shekels. All the section cattle for whole burnt offerings, 12 calves, 12 rams, 12 he-lambs of a year old, and their meat offerings and their drink offerings, and 12 kids of the goats for sin offering. All the cattle for a sacrifice of peace offering, 24 heifers, 60 rams, 60 he-goats of a year old, 60 ewe-lambs of a year old without blemish. This is the dedication of the altar. After that Moses consecrated Aaron, and after he anointed him. When Moses went into the tabernacle of witness to speak to God, then he heard the voice of the Lord speaking to him from off the mercy seat, which is upon the ark of the testimony between the 2 cherubs, and he spoke to him. Chapter 8. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron, and you shall say to him, Whenever you shall set the lamps in order, the 7 lamps shall give light opposite the candlestick. And Aaron did so. On one side opposite the candlestick he lighted its lamps, as the Lord appointed Moses. And this is the construction of the candlestick. It is solid, golden its stem, and its lilies all solid, according to the pattern which the Lord showed Moses, so he made the candlestick. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take the Levites out of the midst of the children of Israel, and you shall purify them. And thus shall you perform their purification. You shall sprinkle them with water of purification, and a razor shall come upon the whole of their body, and they shall wash their garments, and shall be clean. And they shall take one calf of the herd, and its meat offering, fine flour mingled with oil. And you shall take a calf of a year old of the herd for a sin offering. And you shall bring the Levites before the tabernacle of witness. And you shall assemble all the congregation of the sons of Israel. And you shall bring the Levites before the Lord, and the sons of Israel shall lay their hands upon the Levites. And Aaron shall separate the Levites for a gift before the Lord from the children of Israel, and they shall be prepared to perform the works of the Lord. And the Levites shall lay their hands on the heads of the calves, and you shall offer one for a sin offering, and the other for a whole burnt offering to the Lord, to make atonement for them. And you shall set the Levites before the Lord, and before Aaron, and before his sons, and you shall give them as a gift before the Lord. And you shall separate the Levites from the midst of the sons of Israel, and they shall be mine. And afterwards the Levites shall go in to perform the works of the tabernacle of witness, and you shall purify them, and present them before the Lord. For these are given to me for a present out of the midst of the children of Israel. I have taken them to myself, instead of all the firstborn of the sons of Israel that open every womb. For every firstborn among the children of Israel is mine, whether of man or beast. In the day in which I struck every firstborn in the land of Egypt, I sanctified them to myself. And I took the Levites in the place of every firstborn among the children of Israel. And I gave the Levites presented as a gift to Aaron and his sons out of the midst of the children of Israel, to do the service of the children of Israel in the tabernacle of witness, and to make atonement for the children of Israel. Thus there shall be none among the sons of Israel to draw near to the holy things. And Moses and Aaron and all the congregation of the children of Israel did to the Levites as the Lord commanded Moses concerning the Levites, so the sons of Israel did to them. So the Levites purified themselves and washed their garments, and Aaron presented them as a gift before the Lord, and Aaron made atonement for them to purify them. And afterwards the Levites went in to minister in their service in the tabernacle of witness before Aaron and before his sons. As the Lord appointed Moses concerning the Levites, so they did to them. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, This is the ordinance for the Levites. From 25 years old and upward they shall go in to minister in the tabernacle of witness. And from 50 years old the Levites shall cease from the ministry, and shall not work any longer. And his brother shall serve in the tabernacle of witness to keep charges, but he shall not do works. So shall you do to the Levites in their charges. Chapter 9. And the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the 2nd year, after they had gone forth from the land of Egypt in the 1st month, saying, Speak, and let the children of Israel keep the Passover in its season. On the 14th day of the 1st month at even, you shall keep it in its season. You shall keep it according to its law, and according to its ordinance. And Moses ordered the children of Israel to sacrifice the Passover on the 14th day of the 1st month in the wilderness of Sinai, as the Lord appointed Moses, so the children of Israel did. And there came men who were unclean by reason of a dead body, and they were not able to keep the Passover on that day. And they came before Moses and Aaron on that day. And those men said to Moses, We are unclean by reason of the dead body of a man. Shall we therefore fail to offer the gift to the Lord in its season, in the midst of the children of Israel? And Moses said to them, Stand there, and I will hear what charge the Lord will give concerning you. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Whatever man shall be unclean by reason of a dead body, or on a journey far off among you, or among your posterity, he shall then keep the Passover to the Lord in the 2nd month on the 14th day. In the evening they shall offer it. With unleavened bread and bitter herbs shall they eat it. They shall not leave of it until the morrow, and they shall not break a bone of it. They shall sacrifice it according to the ordinance of the Passover. And whatever man shall be clean, and is not far off on a journey, and shall fail to keep the Passover, that soul shall be cut off from his people, because he has not offered the gift to the Lord in its season. That man shall bear his iniquity. And if there should come to you a stranger in your land, and should keep the Passover to the Lord, he shall keep it according to the law of the Passover, and according to its ordinance. There shall be one law for you, both for the stranger, and for the native of the land. And in the day in which the tabernacle was pitched, the cloud covered the tabernacle, the place of the testimony. And in the evening there was upon the tabernacle as the appearance of fire till the morning. So it was continually. The cloud covered it by day, and the appearance of fire by night. And when the cloud went up from the tabernacle, then after that the children of Israel departed. And in whatever place the cloud rested, there the children of Israel encamped. The children of Israel shall encamp by the command of the Lord, and by the command of the Lord they shall remove. All the days in which the cloud overshadows the tabernacle, the children of Israel shall encamp. And whenever the cloud shall be drawn over the tabernacle for many days, then the children of Israel shall keep the charge of God, and they shall not remove. And it shall be, whenever the cloud overshadows the tabernacle a number of days, they shall encamp by the word of the Lord, and shall remove by the command of the Lord. And it shall come to pass, whenever the cloud shall remain from the evening till the morning, and in the morning the cloud shall go up, then shall they remove by day or by night. When the cloud continues a full month overshadowing the tabernacle, the children of Israel shall encamp, and shall not depart. For they shall depart by the command of the Lord. They kept the charge of the Lord, by the command of the Lord, by the hand of Moses. Chapter 10. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Make to yourself 2 silver trumpets. You shall make them of beaten work, and they shall be to you for the purpose of calling the assembly, and of removing the camps. And you shall sound with them, and all the congregation shall be gathered to the door of the tabernacle of witness. And if they shall sound with one, all the rulers, even the princes of Israel, shall come to you. And you shall sound an alarm, and the camps pitched eastward shall begin to move. And you shall sound a second alarm, and the camps pitched southward shall move. And you shall sound a third alarm, and the camps pitched westward shall move forward. And you shall sound a 4th alarm, and they that encamp toward the north shall move forward. They shall sound an alarm at their departure. And whenever you shall gather the assembly, you shall sound, but not an alarm. And the priests, the sons of Aaron, shall sound with the trumpets. And it shall be a perpetual ordinance for you throughout your generations. And if you shall go forth to war in your land against your enemies that are opposed to you, then shall you sound with the trumpets. And you shall be had in remembrance before the Lord, and you shall be saved from your enemies. And in the days of your gladness, and in your feasts, and in your new moons, you shall sound with the trumpets at your whole burnt offerings, and at the sacrifices of your peace offerings. And there shall be a memorial for you before your God. I am the Lord your God. And it came to pass in the 2nd year, in the 2nd month, on the 20th day of the month, the cloud went up from the tabernacle of witness. And the children of Israel set forward with their baggage in the wilderness of Sinai, and the cloud rested in the wilderness of Pharan. And the first rank departed by the word of the Lord by the hand of Moses. And they first set in motion the order of the camp of the children of Judah with their host. And over their host was Naason, son of Amminadab. And over the host of the tribe of the sons of Issachar was Nathaniel, son of Sagar. And over the host of the tribe of the sons of Zabulon was Eliab, the son of Chalon. And they shall take down the tabernacle, and the sons of Gedson shall set forward, and the sons of Merari who bear the tabernacle. And the order of the camp of Reuben set forward with their host. And over their host was Elisur, the son of Sedeur. And over the host of the tribe of the sons of Simeon was Salamiel, son of Surisadai. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Gad was Elisaph, the son of Raguel. And the sons of Caith shall set forward bearing the holy things, and the others shall set up the tabernacle until they arrive. And the order of the camp of Ephraim shall set forward with their forces. And over their forces was Elisamah, the son of Semiud. And over the forces of the tribes of the sons of Manasseh was Gamaliel, the son of Phaddasur. And over the forces of the tribe of the children of Benjamin was Abidan, the son of Gideoni. And the order of the camp of the sons of Dan shall set forward the last of all the camps with their forces. And over their forces was Achizar, the son of Ammissadai. And over the forces of the tribe of the sons of Aser was Phagiel, the son of Ikran. And over the forces of the tribe of the sons of Naphtali was Achir, the son of Ainan. These are the armies of the children of Israel. And they set forward with their forces. And Moses said to Obab, the son of Raguel, the Madianite, the father-in-law of Moses, We are going forward to the place concerning which the Lord said, This will I give to you. Come with us, and we will do you good. for the Lord has spoken good concerning Israel. And he said to him, I will not go, but I will go to my land and to my kindred. And he said, Leave us not, because you have been with us in the wilderness, and you shall be an elder among us. And it shall come to pass, if you will go with us, it shall even come to pass that in whatever things the Lord shall do us good, we will also do you good. And they departed from the mount of the Lord a 3 days' journey, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord went before them a 3 days' journey to provide rest for them. And the cloud overshadowed them by day when they departed from the camp. And it came to pass, when the ark set forward, that Moses said, Arise, O Lord, and let your enemies be scattered, let all that hate you flee. And in the resting he said, Turn again, O Lord, the thousands and tens of thousands in Israel. Chapter 11. And the people murmured sinfully before the Lord, and the Lord heard them, and was very angry, and fire was kindled among them from the Lord, and devoured a part of the camp. And the people cried to Moses, and Moses prayed to the Lord, and the fire was quenched. And the name of that place was called Burning, for a fire was kindled among them from the Lord. And the mixed multitude among them lusted exceedingly. And they and the children of Israel sat down and wept, and said, Who shall give us flesh to eat? We remember the fish, which we ate in Egypt freely, and the cucumbers, and the melons, and the leeks, and the garlic, and the onions. But now our soul is dried up. Our eyes turn to nothing but to the manna, and the manna is as coriander seed, and the appearance of it the appearance of hoarfrost. And the people went through the field, and gathered, and ground it in the mill, or pounded it in a mortar, and baked it in a pan, and made cakes of it. And the sweetness of it was as the taste of wafer made with oil. And when the dew came upon the camp by night, the manna came down upon it. And Moses heard them weeping by their families, every one in his door. And the Lord was very angry, and the thing was evil in the sight of Moses. And Moses said to the Lord, Why have you afflicted your servant? And why have I not found grace in your sight, that you should lay the weight of this people upon me? Have I conceived all this people, or have I borne them? That you say to me, Take them into your bosom, as a nurse would take her suckling into the land which you swore to their fathers? Whence have I flesh to give to all this people? For they weep to me, saying, Give us flesh that we may eat. I shall not be able to bear this people alone, for this thing is too heavy for me. And if you do thus to me, kill me utterly, if I have found favor with you, that I may not see my affliction. And the Lord said to Moses, Gather me 70 men from the elders of Israel, whom you yourself know that they are the elders of the people, and their scribes. And you shall bring them to the tabernacle of witness, and they shall stand there with you. And I will go down, and speak there with you. And I will take of the Spirit that is upon you, and will put it upon them. And they shall bear together with you the burden of the people, and you shall not bear them alone. And to the people you shall say, Purify yourselves for the morrow, and you shall eat flesh, for you wept before the Lord, saying, Who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt. And the Lord shall allow you to eat flesh, and you shall eat flesh. You shall not eat 1 day, nor 2, nor 5 days, nor 10 days, nor 20 days. You shall eat for a full month until the flesh come out at your nostrils. And it shall be nausea to you, because you disobeyed the Lord, who is among you, and wept before him, saying, What had we to do to come out of Egypt? And Moses said, The people among whom I am are 600,000 footmen. And you said, I will give them flesh to eat, and they shall eat a whole month. Shall sheep and oxen be slain for them, and shall it suffice them? Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them, and shall it suffice them? And the Lord said to Moses, Shall not the hand of the Lord be fully sufficient? Now shall you know whether my word shall come to pass to you or not. And Moses went out, and spoke the words of the Lord to the people. And he gathered 70 men of the elders of the people, and he set them round about the tabernacle. And the Lord came down in a cloud, and spoke to him, and took of the Spirit that was upon him, and put it upon the 70 men that were elders. And when the Spirit rested upon them, they prophesied and ceased. And there were 2 men left in the camp, The name of the one was Eldad, and the name of the other Modad. And the Spirit rested upon them, and these were of the number of them that were enrolled, but they did not come to the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp. And a young man ran and told Moses and spoke, saying, Eldad and Modad prophesy in the camp. And Joshua the son of Nawe, who attended on Moses the chosen one, said, My lord Moses forbid them. And Moses said to him, Are you jealous on my account? And would that all the Lord's people were prophets, whenever the Lord shall put his Spirit upon them? And Moses departed into the camp, himself and the elders of Israel. And there went forth a wind from the Lord, and brought quails over from the sea, and it brought them down upon the camp a day's journey on this side, and a day's journey on that side, round about the camp, as it were 2 cubits from the earth. And the people rose up all the day, and all the night, and all the next day, and gathered quails. He that gathered least gathered 10 measures, and they refreshed themselves round about the camp. The flesh was yet between their teeth before it failed, when the Lord was angry with the people, and the Lord struck the people with a very great plague. And the name of that place was called the Graves of Lust, for there they buried the people that lusted. The people departed from the graves of lust to Aseroth, and the people halted at Aseroth. Chapter 12. And Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom Moses took, for he had taken an Ethiopian woman. And they said, Has the Lord spoken to Moses only? Has he not also spoken to us? And the Lord heard it. And the man Moses was very meek beyond all the men that were upon the earth. And the Lord said immediately to Moses and Aaron and Miriam, Come forth all 3 of you to the tabernacle of witness. And the 3 came forth to the tabernacle of witness. And the Lord descended in a pillar of a cloud, and stood at the door of the tabernacle of witness. And Aaron and Miriam were called, and both came forth. And he said to them, Hear my words. If there should be of you a prophet to the Lord, I will be made known to him in a vision, and in sleep will I speak to him. My servant Moses is not so. He is faithful in all my house. I will speak to him mouth to mouth, apparently, and not in dark speeches. And he has seen the glory of the Lord. And why were you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the great anger of the Lord was upon them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from the tabernacle. And, behold, Miriam was leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said to Moses, I beseech you, my Lord, do not lay sin upon us, for we were ignorant wherein we sinned. Let her not be as it were like death, as an abortion coming out of his mother's womb, when the disease devours the half of the flesh. And Moses cried to the Lord, saying, O God, I beseech you, heal her. And the Lord said to Moses, If her father had only spit in her face, would she not be ashamed 7 days? Let her be set apart 7 days without the camp, and afterwards she shall come in. And Miriam was separated without the camp 7 days. And the people moved not forward till Miriam was cleansed. Chapter 13. And afterwards the people set forth from Aseroth, and encamped in the wilderness of Pharan. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Send for you men, and let them spy the land of the Canaanites, which I give to the sons of Israel for a possession. 1 man for a tribe, you shall send them away, according to their families, every one of them a prince. And Moses sent them out of the wilderness of Pharan by the word of the Lord. All these were the princes of the sons of Israel. And these are their names: of the tribe of Reuben, Samuel the son of Zaccur; of the tribe of Simeon, Saphat the son of Surai; of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephon; of the tribe of Issachar, Elal the son of Joseph; of the tribe of Ephraim, Ausai the son of Nawe; of the tribe of Benjamin, Phalti the son of Raphu; of the tribe of Zabulon, Gudiel the son of Sudi; of the tribe of Joseph, of the sons of Manasseh, Gadi the son of Susi; of the tribe of Dan, Amiel the son of Gamaliel; of the tribe of Aser, Satur the son of Michael; of the tribe of Naphtali, Nabi the son of Sabai; of the tribe of Gad, Gudiel the son of Machi. These are the names of the men whom Moses sent to spy out the land. And Moses called Ausai the son of Nawe Joshua. And Moses sent them to spy out the land of Canaan, and said to them, Go up by this wilderness, and you shall go up to the mountain, and you shall see the land what it is, and the people that dwells on it, whether it is strong or weak, or whether they are few or many. and what the land is on which they dwell, whether it is good or bad, and what the cities are wherein these dwell, whether they dwell in walled cities or unwalled, and what the land is, whether rich or poor, whether there are trees in it or no, and you shall persevere and take of the fruits of the land. And the days were the days of spring, the forerunners of the grape. And they went up and surveyed the land from the wilderness of Sin to Rub, as men go in to Amath. And they went up by the wilderness, and departed as far as Chebron. And there was Achiman, and Sesi, and Thelemi, the progeny of Enoch. Now Chebron was built 7 years before Tanin of Egypt. And they came to the valley of the cluster, and surveyed it. And they cut down thence a bough, and 1 cluster of grapes upon it, and bore it on staves, and they took of the pomegranates and the figs. And they called that place the valley of the cluster, because of the cluster which the children of Israel cut down from thence. And they returned from thence, having surveyed the land, after 40 days. And they proceeded and came to Moses and Aaron, and all the congregation of the children of Israel, to the wilderness of Faran Cades. And they brought word to them, and to all the congregation, and they showed the fruit of the land. And they reported to him, and said, We came into the land into which you sent us, a land flowing with milk and honey, and this is the fruit of it. Only the nation that dwells upon it is bold, and they have very great and strong walled towns, and we saw there the children of Enoch. And Amalek dwells in the land toward the south, and the Shetite, and the Avite, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite dwells in the hill country, and the Canaanite dwells by the sea, and by the river Jordan. And Caleb stayed the people from speaking before Moses, and said to him, Nay, but we will go up by all means, and will inherit it, for we shall surely prevail against them. But the men that went up together with him said, We will not go up, for we shall not by any means be able to go up against the nation, for it is much stronger than we. And they brought a horror of that land which they surveyed upon the children of Israel, saying, The land which we passed by to survey it is a land that eats up its inhabitants, and all the people whom we saw in it are men of extraordinary stature. And there we saw the giants, and we were before them as locusts. Yes, even so were we before them. Chapter 14. And all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept all that night. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron, and all the congregation said to them, Would we had died in the land of Egypt, or in this wilderness would we had died? And why does the Lord bring us into this land to fall in war? Our wives and our children shall be for a prey. Now then it is better to return into Egypt. And they said one to another, Let us make a ruler, and return into Egypt. And Moses and Aaron fell upon their face before all the congregation of the children of Israel. But Joshua the son of Nawe, and Caleb the son of Jephan, of the number of them that spied out the land, tore their garments, and spoke to all the congregation of the children of Israel, saying, The land which we surveyed is indeed extremely good. If the Lord choose us, he will bring us into this land, and give it us, a land which flows with milk and honey. Only depart not from the Lord, and fear you not the people of the land, for they are meat for us. For the season of prosperity is departed from them, but the Lord is among us. Fear them not. And all the congregation bade stone them with stones. And the glory of the Lord appeared in the cloud on the tabernacle of witness to all the children of Israel. And the Lord said to Moses, How long does this people provoke me? And how long do they refuse to believe me for all the signs which I have wrought among them? I will strike them with death and destroy them, and I will make of you and of your father's house a great nation, and much greater than this. And Moses said to the Lord, So Egypt shall hear, for you have brought up this people from them by your might. Moreover, all the dwellers upon this land have heard that you are Lord in the midst of this people, who, O Lord, are seen by them face to face, and your cloud rests upon them. And you go before them by day in a pillar of a cloud, and by night in a pillar of fire. And if you shall destroy this nation as one man, then all the nations that have heard your name shall speak, saying, Because the Lord could not bring this people into the land which he swore to them, he has overthrown them in the wilderness. And now, O Lord, let your strength be exalted as you spoke, saying, The Lord is long-suffering and merciful and true, removing transgressions and iniquities and sins, and he will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the sins of the fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generation. Forgive this people their sin according to your great mercy, as you were favorable to them from Egypt until now. And the Lord said to Moses, I am gracious to them according to your word. But as I live, and my name is living, so the glory of the Lord shall fill all the earth. For all the men who see my glory, and the signs which I wrought in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have tempted me this 10th time, and have not listened to my voice, surely they shall not see the land which I swore to their fathers. But their children which are with me here, as many as know not good or evil, every inexperienced youth, to them will I give the land. But none who have provoked me shall see it. But my servant Caleb, because there was another spirit in him, and he followed me, I will bring him into the land into which he entered, and his seed shall inherit it. But Amalek and the Canaanite dwell in the valley. Tomorrow turn and depart for the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, How long shall I endure this wicked congregation? I have heard their murmurings against me, even the murmuring of the children of Israel, which they have murmured concerning you. Say to them, As I live, says the Lord, surely as you spoke into my ears, so will I do to you. Your carcasses shall fall in this wilderness, and all those of you that were reviewed, and those of you that were numbered from 20 years old and upward, all that murmured against me, you shall not enter into the land for which I stretched out my hand to establish you upon it, except only Caleb the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua the son of Nun, and your little ones, who you said should be a prey, them will I bring into the land, and they shall inherit the land which you rejected. And your carcasses shall fall in this wilderness, and your sons shall be fed in the wilderness 40 years, and they shall bear your fornication, until your carcasses be consumed in the wilderness. According to the number of the days during which you spied the land, 40 days, a day for a year. You shall bear your sins 40 years, and you shall know my fierce anger. I, the Lord, have spoken. Surely will I do thus to this evil congregation that has risen up together against me. In this wilderness they shall be utterly consumed, and there they shall die. And the men whom Moses sent to spy out the land, and who came and murmured against it to the assembly, so as to bring out evil words concerning the land, the men that spoke evil reports against the land, even died of the plague before the Lord. And Joshua the son of Nun, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, still lived of those men that went to spy out the land. And Moses spoke these words to all the children of Israel, and the people mourned exceedingly. And they rose early in the morning, and went up to the top of the mountain, saying, Behold, we that are here will go up to the place of which the Lord has spoken, because we have sinned. And Moses said, Why do you transgress the word of the Lord? You shall not prosper. Go not up, for the Lord is not with you, so shall you fall before the face of your enemies. For Amalek and the Canaanite are there before you, and you shall fall by the sword, because you have disobeyed the Lord, and turned aside, and the Lord will not be among you. And having forced their passage, they went up to the top of the mountain, but the ark of the covenant of the Lord and Moses stirred not out of the camp. And Amalek and the Canaanite that lived in that mountain came down, and routed them, and destroyed them to Hermon, and they returned to the camp. Chapter 15. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and you shall say to them, When you are come into the land of your habitation, which I give to you, and you will offer whole burnt offerings to the Lord, a whole burnt offering, or a meat offering to perform a vow, or a free will offering, or to offer in your feasts a sacrifice of sweet savour to the Lord, whether of the herd or the flock, then he that offers his gift to the Lord shall bring a meat offering of fine flour, 1/10 part of an ephah mingled with oil, even with the 4th part of a hin. And for a drink offering you shall offer the 4th part of a hin on the whole burnt offering, or on the meat offering. For every lamb you shall offer so much, as a sacrifice, a smell of sweet savour to the Lord. And for a ram, when you offer it as a whole burnt offering or as a sacrifice, you shall prepare as a meat offering 2/10 of fine flour mingled with oil, the 3rd part of a hin. And you shall offer for a smell of sweet savour to the Lord wine for a drink offering, the 3rd part of a hin. And if you sacrifice a bullock from the herd, for a whole burnt offering or for a sacrifice, to perform a vow or a peace offering to the Lord, then the worshipper shall offer upon the calf a meat offering, 3/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil, even the half of a hin, and wine for a drink, offering the half of a hin, a sacrifice for a smell of sweet savor to the Lord. Thus shall you do to one calf, or to one ram, or to one lamb of the sheep, or kid of the goats. According to the number of what you shall offer, so shall you do to each one according to their number. Every native of the country shall do thus to offer such things as sacrifices for a smell of sweet savor to the Lord. And if there should be a stranger among you in your land, or one who should be born to you among your generations, and he will offer a sacrifice, a smell of sweet savor to the Lord as you do, so the whole congregation shall offer to the Lord. There shall be one law for you and for the strangers dwelling among you, a perpetual law for your generations. As you are, so shall the stranger be before the Lord. There shall be one law and one ordinance for you, and for the stranger that abides among you. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, and you shall say to them, When you are entering into the land into which I bring you, then it shall come to pass, when you shall eat of the bread of the land, you shall separate a wave offering, a special offering to the Lord, the first fruits of your dough. You shall offer your bread a heave offering. As a heave offering from the threshing floor, so shall you separate it, even the first fruits of your dough. And you shall give the Lord a heave offering throughout your generations. But whenever you shall transgress, and not perform all these commands, which the Lord spoke to Moses, as the Lord appointed you by the hand of Moses, from the day which the Lord appointed you, and forward throughout your generations, then it shall come to pass, if a trespass be committed unwillingly, unknown to the congregation, then shall all the congregation offer a calf of the herd without blemish for a whole burnt offering of sweet savor to the Lord, and its meat offering and its drink offering according to the ordinance, and one kid of the goats for a sin offering. And the priest shall make atonement for all the congregation of the children of Israel, and the trespass shall be forgiven them, because it is involuntary. And they have brought their gift, a burnt offering to the Lord for their trespass before the Lord, even for their involuntary sins. And it shall be forgiven as respects all the congregation of the children of Israel, and the stranger that is dwelling among you, because it is involuntary to all the people. And if one soul sin unwillingly, he shall bring one she-goat of a year old for a sin offering. And the priest shall make atonement for the soul that committed the trespass unwillingly, and that sinned unwillingly before the Lord, to make atonement for him. There shall be one law for the native among the children of Israel, and for the stranger that abides among them, whoever shall commit a trespass unwillingly. And whatever soul either of the natives or of the strangers shall do anything with a presumptuous hand, he will provoke God. That soul shall be cut off from his people, for he has set at nothing the word of the Lord, and broken his commands. That soul shall be utterly destroyed. His sin is upon him. And the children of Israel were in the wilderness, and they found a man gathering sticks on the Sabbath day. And they who found him gathering sticks on the Sabbath day brought him to Moses and Aaron, and to all the congregation of the children of Israel. And they placed him in custody, for they did not determine what they should do to him. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Let the man be by all means put to death. Do you, all the congregation, stone him with stones. And all the congregation brought him forth out of the camp. And all the congregation stoned him with stones outside the camp, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and you shall tell them, and let them make for themselves fringes upon the borders of their garments throughout their generations. And you shall put upon the fringes of the borders a lace of blue. And it shall be on your fringes, and you shall look on them, and you shall remember all the commands of the Lord, and do them. And you shall not turn back after your imaginations, and after the sight of your eyes in the things after which you go a-whoring, that you may remember and perform all my commands, and you shall be holy to your God. I am the Lord your God, that brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am the Lord your God. Chapter 16. And Kor the son of Isar, the son of Keath, the son of Levi, and Dathan and Abiram, sons of Eliab, and An the son of Phaleth, the son of Reuben, spoke, and rose up before Moses. And 250 men of the sons of Israel, chiefs of the assembly, chosen counselors, and men of renown. They rose up against Moses and Aaron, and said, Let it be enough for you that all the congregation are holy, and the Lord is among them. And why do you set up yourselves against the congregation of the Lord?" And when Moses heard it, he fell on his face. And he spoke to Kor and all his assembly, saying, "God has visited, and known those that are his, and who are holy, and has brought them to himself, and whom he has chosen for himself, he has brought to himself. This do you. Take to yourselves censers, Kor and all his company, and put fire on them, and put incense on them before the Lord tomorrow. And it shall come to pass that the man whom the Lord has chosen, he shall be holy. Let it be enough for you, you sons of Levi." And Moses said to Kor, "Listen to me, you sons of Levi. Is it a little thing for you that the God of Israel has separated you from the congregation of Israel, and brought you near to himself to minister in the services of the tabernacle of the Lord, and to stand before the tabernacle to minister for them? And he has brought you near, and all your brethren the sons of Levi with you, and do you seek to be priests also? Thus it is with you and all your congregation which is gathered together against God. And who is Aaron, that you murmur against him?" And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram, sons of Eliab, and they said, "We will not go up. Is it a little thing that you have brought us up to a land flowing with milk and honey to kill us in the wilderness, and that you altogether rule over us? You are a prince, and have you brought us into a land flowing with milk and honey, and have you given us an inheritance of land and vineyards? Would you have put out the eyes of those men? We will not go up." And Moses was exceeding indignant, and said to the Lord, "Do you take no heed to their sacrifice? I have not taken away the desire of any one of them, neither have I hurt any one of them." And Moses said to Kor, "Sanctify your company, and be ready before the Lord, you and Aaron and they tomorrow. And take each man his censer, and you shall put incense upon them, and shall bring each one his censer before the Lord, 250 censers. And you and Aaron shall bring each his censer." And each man took his censer, and they put on them fire and laid incense on them, and Moses and Aaron stood by the doors of the tabernacle of witness. And Kor raised up against them all his company by the door of the tabernacle of witness, and the glory of the Lord appeared to all the congregation. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, "Separate yourselves from the midst of this congregation, and I will consume them at once." And they fell on their faces, and said, "O God, the God of spirits and of all flesh, if one man has sinned, shall the wrath of the Lord be upon the whole congregation?" And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the congregation, saying, Depart from the company of Kor round about." And Moses rose up, and went to Dathan and Abiram, and all the elders of Israel went with him. And he spoke to the congregation, saying, "Separate yourselves from the tents of these stubborn men, and touch nothing that belongs to them, lest you be consumed with them in all their sin." And they stood aloof from the tent of Kor round about. And Dathan and Abiram went forth, and stood by the doors of their tents, and their wives, and their children, and their store. And Moses said, "Hereby shall you know that the Lord has sent me to perform all these works, that I have not done them of myself. If these men shall die according to the death of all men, if also their visitation shall be according to the visitation of all men, then the Lord has not sent me. But if the Lord shall show by a wonder, and the earth shall open her mouth and swallow them up, and their houses, and their tents, and all that belongs to them, and they shall go down alive into Hades, then you shall know that these men have provoked the Lord." And when he ceased speaking all these words, the ground clave asunder beneath them, and the ground opened and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that were with Kor, and their cattle. And they went down, and all that they had, alive into Hades, and the ground covered them, and they perished from the midst of the congregation. And all Israel round about them fled from the sound of them, for they said, Lest the earth swallow us up also. And fire went forth from the Lord, and devoured the 250 men that offered incense. And the Lord said to Moses and to Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, Take up the brazen censers out of the midst of the men that have been burnt, and scatter the strange fire yonder, for they have sanctified the censers of these sinners against their own souls. And do you make them beaten plates a covering to the altar, because they were brought before the Lord and hallowed, and they became a sign to the children of Israel. And Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, took the brazen censers, which the men who had been burnt brought near, and they put them as a covering on the altar, a memorial to the children of Israel, that no stranger might draw near, who is not of the seed of Aaron, to offer incense before the Lord. So he shall not be as Kor and as they that conspired with him, as the Lord spoke to him by the hand of Moses. And the children of Israel murmured the next day against Moses and Aaron, saying, You have killed the people of the Lord. And it came to pass, when the congregation combined against Moses and Aaron, that they ran impetuously to the tabernacle of witness. And the cloud covered it, and the glory of the Lord appeared. And Moses and Aaron went in front of the tabernacle of witness. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, Depart out of the midst of this congregation, and I will consume them at once. And they fell upon their faces. And Moses said to Aaron, Take a censer, and put on it fire from the altar, and put incense on it, and carry it away quickly into the camp, and make atonement for them. For wrath is gone forth from the presence of the Lord, it has begun to destroy the people. And Aaron took, as Moses spoke to him, and ran among the congregation, for already the plague had begun among the people, and he put on incense, and made an atonement for the people. And he stood between the dead and the living, and the plague ceased. And they that died in the plague were 14,700, besides those that died on account of Kor. And Aaron returned to Moses to the door of the tabernacle of witness, and the plague ceased. Chapter 17. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and take rods of them according to the houses of their families, a rod from all their princes, according to the houses of their families, 12 rods, and write the name of each on his rod. And write the name of Aaron on the rod of Levi, for it is 1 rod for each. They shall give them according to the tribe of the house of their families. And you shall put them in the tabernacle of witness, before the testimony, where I will be made known to you. And it shall be, the man whom I shall choose, his rod shall blossom, and I will remove from me the murmuring of the children of Israel, which they murmur against you. And Moses spoke to the children of Israel, and all their chiefs gave him a rod each, for 1 chief a rod, according to the house of their families, 12 rods. And the rod of Aaron was in the midst of the rods. And Moses laid up the rods before the Lord in the tabernacle of witness. And it came to pass on the morrow, that Moses and Aaron went into the tabernacle of witness. And behold, the rod of Aaron for the house of Levi blossomed, and put forth a bud, and bloomed blossoms, and produced almonds. And Moses brought forth all the rods from before the Lord to all the sons of Israel. And they looked, and each one took his rod. And the Lord said to Moses, Lay up the rod of Aaron before the testimonies, to be kept as a sign for the children of the disobedient, and let their murmuring cease from me, and they shall not die. And Moses and Aaron did as the Lord commanded Moses, so did they. And the children of Israel spoke to Moses, saying, Behold, we are cut off, we are destroyed, we are consumed. Every one that touches the tabernacle of the Lord dies. Shall we die utterly? Chapter 18. And the Lord spoke to Aaron, saying, You and your sons and your father's house shall bear the sins of the holy things, and you and your sons shall bear the iniquity of your priesthood. And take to yourself your brethren the tribe of Levi, the family of your father, and let them be joined to you, and let them minister to you and your sons with you shall minister before the tabernacle of witness, and they shall keep your charges and the charges of the tabernacle, only they shall not approach the holy vessels and the altar, so both they and you shall not die. And they shall be joined to you, and shall keep the charges of the tabernacle of witness in all the services of the tabernacle, and a stranger shall not approach to you. And you shall keep the charges of the holy things, and the charges of the altar. And so there shall not be anger among the children of Israel. And I have taken your brethren the Levites out of the midst of the children of Israel, a present given to the Lord, to minister in the services of the tabernacle of witness. And you and your sons, after you shall keep up your priestly ministration, according to the whole manner of the altar, and that which is within the veil, and you shall minister in the services as the office of your priesthood, and the stranger that comes near shall die. And the Lord said to Aaron, And behold, I have given you the charge of the first fruits of all things consecrated to me by the children of Israel, and I have given them to you as an honor, and to your sons after you for a perpetual ordinance. And let this be to you from all the holy things that are consecrated to me, even the burnt offerings, from all their gifts, and from all their sacrifices, and from every trespass offering of theirs, and from all their sin offerings, whatever things they give to me of all their holy things, they shall be yours and your sons. In the most holy place shall you eat them. Every male shall eat them, you and your sons. They shall be holy to you. And this shall be to you of the first fruits of their gifts, of all the wave offerings of the children of Israel. To you have I given them, and to your sons and your daughters with you, a perpetual ordinance. Every clean person in your house shall eat them. Every first offering of oil, and every first offering of wine, their first fruits of corn, whatever they may give to the Lord, to you have I given them. All the first fruits that are in their land, whatever they shall offer to the Lord, shall be yours. Every clean person in your house shall eat them. Every devoted thing among the children of Israel shall be yours. And everything that opens the womb of all flesh, whatever they bring to the Lord, whether man or beast, shall be yours. Only the firstborn of men shall be surely redeemed, and you shall redeem the firstborn of unclean cattle. And the redemption of them shall be from a month old. Their valuation of 5 shekels, it is 20 oboli according to the holy shekel. But you shall not redeem the firstborn of calves, and the firstborn of sheep, and the firstborn of goats. They are holy. And you shall pour their blood upon the altar, and you shall offer the fat as a burnt offering, for a smell of sweet savour to the Lord. And the flesh shall be yours, as also the breast of the wave offering, and as the right shoulder it shall be yours. Every special offering of the holy things, whatever the children of Israel shall specially offer to the Lord, I have given to you and to your sons and to your daughters with you, a perpetual ordinance. It is a covenant of salt forever before the Lord, for you and your seed after you. And the Lord said to Aaron, You shall have no inheritance in their land, neither shall you have any portion among them. For I am your portion and your inheritance in the midst of the children of Israel. And behold, I have given to the sons of Levi every tithe in Israel for an inheritance for their services, whenever they perform ministry in the tabernacle of witness. And the children of Israel shall no more draw near to the tabernacle of witness to incur fatal guilt. And the Levite himself shall perform the service of the tabernacle of witness. And they shall bear their iniquities. It is a perpetual statute throughout their generations. And in the midst of the children of Israel they shall not receive an inheritance. Because I have given as a distinct portion to the Levites for an inheritance the tithes of the children of Israel, whatever they shall offer to the Lord, therefore I said to them, In the midst of the children of Israel they shall have no inheritance. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, You shall also speak to the Levites, and shall say to them, If you take the tithe from the children of Israel, which I have given you from them for an inheritance, then shall you separate from it a heave offering to the Lord, 1/10 of the 10th. And your heave offerings shall be reckoned to you as corn from the floor, and an offering from the winepress. So shall you also separate them from all the offerings of the Lord out of all your tithes, whatever you shall receive from the children of Israel. And you shall give of them an offering to the Lord, to Aaron the priest. Of all your gifts you shall offer an offering to the Lord, and of every first fruit the consecrated part from it. And you shall say to them, When you shall offer the first fruits from it, then shall it be reckoned to the Levites as produce from the threshing floor, and as produce from the winepress. And you shall eat it in any place, you and your families, for this is your reward for your services in the tabernacle of witness. And you shall not bear sin by reason of it, for you shall have offered an offering of first fruits from it, and you shall not profane the holy things of the children of Israel, that you die not. Chapter 19. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, This is the constitution of the law, as the Lord has commanded, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, and let them take for you a red heifer without spot, which has no spot on her, and on which no yoke has been put. And you shall give her to Eleazar the priest. And they shall bring her out of the camp into a clean place, and shall kill her before his face. And Eleazar shall take of her blood, and sprinkle of her blood 7 times in front of the tabernacle of witness. And they shall burn her to ashes before him, and her skin, and her flesh, and her blood, with her dung, shall be consumed. And the priest shall take cedar wood, and hyssop, and scarlet wool, and they shall cast them into the midst of the burning of the heifer. And the priest shall wash his garments, and bathe his body in water, and afterwards he shall go into the camp, and the priest shall be unclean till evening. And he that burns her shall wash his garments, and bathe his body, and shall be unclean till evening. And a clean man shall gather up the ashes of the heifer, and lay them up in a clean place outside the camp. And they shall be for the congregation of the children of Israel to keep. It is the water of sprinkling, a purification. And he that gathers up the ashes of the heifer shall wash his garments, and shall be unclean until evening. And it shall be a perpetual statute for the children of Israel, and for the strangers joined to them. He that touches the dead body of any man shall be unclean 7 days. He shall be purified on the 3rd day and the 7th day, and shall be clean. But if he be not purged on the 3rd day and the 7th day, he shall not be clean. Every one that touches the carcass of the person of a man, if he should have died, and the other not have been purified, has defiled the tabernacle of the Lord. That soul shall be cut off from Israel, because the water of sprinkling has not been sprinkled upon him. He is unclean, his uncleanness is yet upon him. And this is the law. If a man die in a house, every one that goes into the house, and all things in the house, shall be unclean 7 days. And every open vessel which has not a covering bound upon it shall be unclean. And every one who shall touch a man slain by violence, or a corpse, or human bone, or sepulchre, shall be unclean 7 days. And they shall take for the unclean of the burnt ashes of purification, and they shall pour upon them running water into a vessel. And a clean man shall take hyssop, and dip it into the water, and sprinkle it upon the house, and the furniture, and all the souls that are therein, and upon him that touched the human bone, or the slain man, or the corpse, or the tomb. And the clean man shall sprinkle the water on the unclean on the 3rd day, and on the 7th day, and on the 7th day he shall purify himself. And the other shall wash his garments, and bathe himself in water, and shall be unclean until evening. And whatever man shall be defiled and shall not purify himself, that soul shall be cut off from the midst of the congregation, because he has defiled the holy things of the Lord. Because the water of sprinkling has not been sprinkled upon him, he is unclean, and it shall be to you a perpetual statute. And he that sprinkles the water of sprinkling shall wash his garments, and he that touches the water of sprinkling shall be unclean until evening. And whatever the unclean man shall touch shall be unclean, and the soul that touches it shall be unclean till evening. Chapter 20. And the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, came into the wilderness of Sin in the 1st month, and the people abode in caves. And Miriam died there, and was buried there. And there was no water for the congregation, and they gathered themselves together against Moses and Aaron. And the people reviled Moses, saying, Would we had died in the destruction of our brethren before the Lord. And therefore have you brought up the congregation of the Lord into this wilderness to kill us and our cattle? And therefore is this: You have brought us up out of Egypt, that we should come into this evil place, a place where there is no sowing, neither figs, nor vines, nor pomegranates, neither is there water to drink. And Moses and Aaron went from before the assembly to the door of the tabernacle of witness, and they fell upon their faces, and the glory of the Lord appeared to them. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take your rod, and call the assembly, you and Aaron your brother, and speak you to the rock before them. And it shall give forth its waters. And you shall bring forth for them water out of the rock, and give drink to the congregation and their cattle. And Moses took his rod, which was before the Lord, as the Lord commanded. And Moses and Aaron assembled the congregation before the rock, and said to them, Hear me, you disobedient ones. Must we bring you water out of this rock? And Moses lifted up his hand, and struck the rock with his rod twice. And much water came forth, and the congregation drank, and their cattle. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, Because you have not believed me to sanctify me before the children of Israel, therefore you shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them. This is the water of strife, because the children of Israel spoke insolently before the Lord, and he was sanctified in them. And Moses sent messengers from Cades to the king of Edom, saying, Thus says your brother Israel, You know all the distress that has come upon us. and how our fathers went down into Egypt, and we sojourned in Egypt many days, and the Egyptians afflicted us and our fathers. And we cried to the Lord, and the Lord heard our voice, and sent an angel, and brought us out of Egypt. And now we are in the city of Cades, at the extremity of your coasts. We will pass through your land. We will not go through the fields, nor through the vineyards, nor will we drink water out of your cistern. We will go by the king's highway. We will not turn aside to the right hand or to the left until we have passed your borders. And Edom said to him, You shall not pass through me, and if otherwise, I will go forth to meet you in war. And the children of Israel say to him, We will pass by the mountain, and if I and my cattle drink of your water, I will pay you. But it is no matter of importance, we will go by the mountain. And he said, You shall not pass through me. And Edom went forth to meet him with a great host and a mighty hand. So Edom refused to allow Israel to pass through his borders, and Israel turned away from him. And they departed from Cades. And the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, came to Mount Or. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron in Mount Or, on the borders of the land of Edom, saying, Let Aaron be added to his people. For you shall certainly not go into the land which I have given the children of Israel, because you provoked me at the water of strife. Take Aaron and Eleazar his son, and bring them up to the mount, or before all the congregation. And take Aaron's apparel from off him, and put it on Eleazar his son, and let Aaron die there and be added to his people. And Moses did as the Lord commanded him, and took him up to Mount Or before all the congregation. And he took Aaron's garments off him, and put them on Eleazar his son, and Aaron died on the top of the mountain. And Moses and Eleazar came down from the mountain. And all the congregation saw that Aaron was dead. And they wept for Aaron 30 days, even all the house of Israel. Chapter 21. And Arad the Canaanitish king, who lived by the wilderness, heard that Israel came by the way of Atharim, and he made war on Israel, and carried off some of them captives. And Israel vowed a vow to the Lord, and said, If you will deliver this people into my power, I will devote it and its cities to you. And the Lord listened to the voice of Israel, and delivered the Canaanite into his power. And Israel devoted him and his cities, and they called the name of that place Anathema. And having departed from Mount Or by the way leading to the Red Sea, they compassed the land of Edom, and the people lost courage by the way. And the people spoke against God and against Moses, saying, Why is this? Have you brought us out of Egypt to kill us in the wilderness? For there is not bread nor water, and our soul loathes this light bread. And the Lord sent among the people deadly serpents, and they bit the people, and much people of the children of Israel died. And the people came to Moses and said, We have sinned, for we have spoken against the Lord and against you. Pray therefore to the Lord, and let him take away the serpent from us. And Moses prayed to the Lord for the people. And the Lord said to Moses, Make you a serpent, and put it on a signal staff. And it shall come to pass that whenever a serpent shall bite a man, every one so bitten that looks upon it shall live. And Moses made a serpent of brass, and put it upon a signal staff. And it came to pass that whenever a serpent bit a man, and he looked on the brazen serpent, he lived. And the children of Israel departed, and encamped in Oboth. And having departed from Oboth, they encamped in Achalgai, on the farther side in the wilderness, which is opposite Moab, toward the east. And thence they departed, and encamped in the valley of Zared. And they departed thence, and encamped on the other side of Arnon in the wilderness, the country which extends from the coasts of the Amorites. For Arnon is the borders of Moab, between Moab and the Amorites. Therefore it is said in a book, A war of the Lord has set on fire Zub and the brooks of Arnon. And he has appointed brooks to Causer to dwell there, and it lies near to the coasts of Moab. And thence they came to the well. This is the well of which the Lord said to Moses, Gather the people, and I will give them water to drink. Then Israel sang this song at the well. Begin to sing of the well. The princes digged it. The kings of the nations in their kingdom, in their lordship, sank it in the rock. And they went from the well to Manthanan, and from Manthanan to Naalil, and from Naalil to Bamoth, and from Bamoth to Janaan, which is in the plain of Moab, as seen from the top of the quarried rock that looks toward the wilderness. And Moses sent ambassadors to Sihon king of the Amorites, with peaceful words, saying, We will pass through your land, we will go by the road, we will not turn aside to the field or to the vineyard, we will not drink water out of your well, we will go by the king's highway until we have passed your boundaries. And Sihon did not allow Israel to pass through his borders. And Sihon gathered all his people, and went out to set the battle in array against Israel into the wilderness. And he came to Jassah, and set the battle in array against Israel. And Israel struck him with the slaughter of the sword, and they became possessors of his land, from Arnon to Jabbok, as far as the children of Ammon, for Jazer is the borders of the children of Ammon. And Israel took all their cities, and Israel lived in all the cities of the Amorites, in Esebon, and in all cities belonging to it. For Esebon is the city of Sihon, king of the Amorites. And he before fought against the king of Moab, and they took all his land from Aroer to Arnon. Therefore say they who deal in dark speeches, Come to Esebon, that the city of Sihon may be built and prepared. For a fire has gone forth from Esebon, a flame from the city of Sihon, and has consumed as far as Moab, and devoured the pillars of Arnon. Woe to you, Moab! You are lost, you people of Chamos. Their sons are sold for preservation, and their daughters are captives to Sihon king of the Amorites. And their seed shall perish from Esebon to Dibon, and their women have yet farther kindled a fire against Moab. And Israel lived in all the cities of the Amorites. And Moses sent to spy out Jazer, and they took it and its villages, and cast out the Amorite that lived there. And having returned, they went up the road that leads to Basan. And Og the king of Basan went forth to meet them, and all his people to war to Edrain. And the Lord said to Moses, Fear him not, for I have delivered him and all his people, and all his land into your hands. And you shall do to him as you did to Sihon king of the Amorites, who lived in Esebon. And he struck him and his sons and all his people until he left none of his to be taken alive, and they inherited his land. Chapter 22. And the children of Israel departed, and encamped on the west of Moab by Jordan toward Jericho. And when Balak son of Sephor saw all that Israel did to the Amorite, then Moab feared the people exceedingly, because they were many. And Moab was grieved before the face of the children of Israel. And Moab said to the elders of Madiam, Now shall this assembly lick up all that are round about us, as a calf would lick up the green herbs of the field. And Balak son of Sephor was king of Moab at that time. And he sent ambassadors to Balaam, the son of Beor, to Phathura, which is on a river of the land of the sons of his people, to call him, saying, Behold, a people is come out of Egypt, and behold, it has covered the face of the earth, and it has encamped close to me. And now, come, curse me this people, for it is stronger than we, if we may be able to strike some of them, and I will cast them out of the land. For I know that whoever you do bless, they are blessed, and whoever you do curse, they are cursed. And the elders of Moab went, and the elders of Madiam, and their divining instruments were in their hands. And they came to Balaam, and spoke to him the words of Balak. And he said to them, Tarry here the night, and I will answer you the things which the Lord shall say to me. And the princes of Moab stayed with Balaam. And God came to Balaam, and said to him, Who are these men with you? And Balaam said to God, Balak son of Sephor, king of Moab, sent them to me, saying, Behold, a people has come forth out of Egypt, and has covered the face of the land, and it has encamped near to me. And now come, curse it for me, if indeed I shall be able to strike it, and cast it out of the land. And God said to Balaam, You shall not go with them, neither shall you curse the people, for they are blessed. And Balaam rose up in the morning, and said to the princes of Balak, Depart quickly to your lord. God does not permit me to go with you. And the princes of Moab rose, and came to Balak, and said, Balaam will not come with us. And Balak yet again sent more princes, and more honorable than they. And they came to Balaam, and they say to him, Thus says Balak the son of Sephor, I beseech you, delay not to come to me. For I will greatly honor you, and will do for you whatever you shall say. Come then, curse me this people. And Balaam answered and said to the princes of Balak, If Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I shall not be able to go beyond the word of the Lord God, to make it little or great in my mind. And now do you also wait here this night, and I shall know what the Lord will yet say to me. And God came to Balaam by night, and said to him, If these men are come to call you, rise and follow them. Nevertheless, the word which I shall speak to you, it shall you do. And Balaam rose up in the morning, and saddled his ass, and went with the princes of Moab. And God was very angry because he went, and the angel of the Lord rose up to withstand him. Now he had mounted his ass, and his 2 servants were with him. And when the ass saw the angel of God standing opposite in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand, then the ass turned aside out of the way, and went into the field. And Balaam struck the ass with his staff to direct her in the way. And the angel of the Lord stood in the avenues of the vines, a fence being on this side and a fence on that. And when the ass saw the angel of God, she thrust herself against the wall, and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall, and he struck her again. And the angel of the Lord went farther, and came and stood in a narrow place where it was impossible to turn to the right or the left. And when the ass saw the angel of God, she lay down under Balaam. And Balaam was angry, and struck the ass with his staff. And God opened the mouth of the ass. And she says to Balaam, What have I done to you, that you have struck me this 3rd time? And Balaam said to the ass, Because you have mocked me, and if I had had a sword in my hand, I would now have killed you. And the ass says to Balaam, Am not I your ass on which you have ridden since your youth till this day? Did I ever do thus to you, utterly disregarding you? And he said, No. And God opened the eyes of Balaam, and he sees the angel of the Lord withstanding him in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand, and he stooped down and worshipped on his face. And the angel of God said to him, Why have you struck your ass this 3rd time? And behold, I came out to withstand you, for your way was not seemly before me. And when the ass saw me, she turned away from me this 3rd time. And if she had not turned out of the way, surely now I should have slain you, and should have saved her alive. And Balaam said to the angel of the Lord, I have sinned, for I did not know that you were standing opposite in the way to meet me. And now, if it shall not be pleasing to you for me to go on, I will return. And the angel of the Lord said to Balaam, Go with the men. Nevertheless, the word which I shall speak to you, that you shall take heed to speak. And Balaam went with the princes of Balak. And when Balak heard that Balaam was come, he went out to meet him to a city of Moab, which is on the borders of Arnon, which is on the extreme part of the borders. And Balak said to Balaam, Did I not send to you to call you? Why have you not come to me? Shall I not indeed be able to honor you? And Balaam said to Balak, Behold, I am now come to you. Shall I be able to say anything? The word which God shall put into my mouth, that I shall speak. And Balaam went with Balak, and they came to the cities of streets. And Balak offered sheep and calves, and sent to Balaam and to his princes who were with him. And it was morning. And Balak took Balaam, and brought him up to the pillar of Baal, and showed him thence a part of the people. Chapter 23. And Balaam said to Balak, Build me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 calves and 7 rams. And Balak did as Balaam told him, and he offered up a calf and a ram on every altar. And Balaam said to Balak, Stand by your sacrifice, and I will go and see if God will appear to me and meet me, and the word which he shall show me I will report to you. And Balak stood by his sacrifice. And Balaam went to inquire of God. And he went straight forward, and God appeared to Balaam. And Balaam said to him, I have prepared the 7 altars, and have offered a calf and a ram on every altar. And God put a word into the mouth of Balaam, and said, You shall return to Balak, and thus shall you speak. And he returned to him, and moreover he stood over his whole burnt offerings, and all the princes of Moab with him, and the Spirit of God came upon him. And he took up his parable, and said, Balak king of Moab sent for me out of Mesopotamia, out of the mountains of the east, saying, Come, curse me, Jacob, and come, call for a curse for me upon Israel. How can I curse whom the Lord curses not? Or how can I devote whom God devotes not? For from the top of the mountains I shall see him, and from the hills I shall observe him. Behold, the people shall dwell alone, and shall not be reckoned among the nations. Who has exactly calculated the seed of Jacob, and who shall number the families of Israel? Let my soul die with the souls of the righteous, and let my seed be as their seed. And Balak said to Balaam, What have you done to me? I called you to curse my enemies, and behold, you have greatly blessed them. And Balaam said to Balak, Whatsoever the Lord shall put into my mouth, shall I not take heed to speak this? And Balak said to him, Come yet with me to another place where you shall not see the people, but only you shall see a part of them, and shall not see them all, and curse me them from thence. And he took him to a high place of the field to the top of the quarried rock, and he built there 7 altars, and offered a calf and a ram on every altar. And Balaam said to Balak, Stand by your sacrifice, and I will go to inquire of God. And God met Balaam, and put a word into his mouth, and said, Return to Balak, and thus shall you speak. And he returned to him. And he also was standing by his whole burnt sacrifice, and all the princes of Moab with him. And Balak said to him, What has the Lord spoken? And he took up his parable, and said, Rise up, Balak, and hear. Listen as a witness, you son of Sepphor. God is not as man to waver, nor as the son of man to be threatened. Shall he say and not perform? Shall he speak and not keep to his word? Behold, I have received commandment to bless. I will bless and not turn back. There shall not be trouble in Jacob, neither shall sorrow be seen in Israel. The Lord his God is with him, the glories of rulers are in him. It was God who brought him out of Egypt. He has as it were the glory of a unicorn. For there is no divination pleputlus in Jacob, nor enchantment in Israel. In season it shall be told to Jacob and Israel's section what God shall perform. Behold, the people shall rise up as a lion's whelp, and shall exalt himself as a lion. He shall not lie down till he have eaten the prey, and he shall drink the blood of the slain. And Balak said to Balaam, Neither curse the people at all for me, nor bless them at all. And Balaam answered and said to Balak, Spoke I not to you, saying, Whatsoever thing God shall speak to me, that will I do? And Balak said to Balaam, Come, and I will remove you to another place, if it shall please God, and curse me them from thence. And Balak took Balaam to the top of Fogor, which extends to the wilderness. And Balaam said to Balak, Build me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 calves and 7 rams. And Balak did as Balaam told him, and offered a calf and a ram on every altar. Chapter 24. And when Balaam saw that it pleased God to bless Israel, he did not go according to his custom to meet the omens, but turned his face toward the wilderness. And Balaam lifted up his eyes, and sees Israel encamped by their tribes, and the Spirit of God came upon him. And he took up his parable, and said, Balaam son of Beor says, The man who sees truly says. He says, Who hears the oracle of the Mighty One, who saw a vision of God in sleep, his eyes were opened. How goodly are your habitations, Jacob, and your tents, Israel, as shady groves, and as gardens by a river, and as tents which God pitched, and as cedars by the waters. There shall come a man out of his seed, and he shall rule over many nations. And the kingdom of Gog shall be exalted, and his kingdom shall be increased. God led him out of Egypt. He has as it were the glory of a unicorn. He shall consume the nations of his enemies, and he shall drain their marrow, and with his darts he shall shoot through the enemy. He lay down, he rested as a lion, and as a young lion. Who shall stir him up? They that bless you are blessed, and they that curse you are cursed. And Balak was angry with Balaam, and clapped his hands together. And Balak said to Balaam, I called you to curse my enemy, and behold, you have decidedly blessed him this 3rd time. Now therefore flee to your place. I said, I will honor you, but now the Lord has deprived you of glory. And Balaam said to Balak, Did I not speak to your messengers also whom you sent to me, saying, If Balak should give me his house full of silver and gold, I shall not be able to transgress the word of the Lord, to make it good or bad by myself. Whatever things God shall say, them will I speak. And now, behold, I return to my place. Come, I will advise you of what this people shall do to your people in the last days. And he took up his parable and said, Balaam the son of Beor says, The man who sees truly says, hearing the oracles of God, receiving knowledge from the Most High, and having seen a vision of God in sleep, his eyes were section opened. I will point to him, but not now. I bless him, but he draws not near. A star shall rise out of Jacob, a man shall spring out of Israel, and shall crush the princes of Moab, and shall spoil all the sons of Seth. And Edom shall be an inheritance, and Esau his enemy shall be an inheritance of Israel. And Israel wrought valiantly, and one shall arise out of Jacob, and destroy out of the city him that escapes. And having seen Amalek, he took up his parable, and said, Amalek is the first of the nations, yet his seed shall perish. And having seen the Kenite, he took up his parable, and said, Your dwelling place is strong, yet though you should put your nest in a rock, and though Beor should have a skillfully contrived hiding place, the Assyrians shall carry you away captive. And he looked upon Og, and took up his parable, and said, O, who shall live, when God shall do these things? And one shall come forth from the hands of the Scythians, and shall afflict Assur, and shall afflict the Hebrews, and they shall perish together. And Balaam rose up and departed, and returned to his place, and Balak went to his own home. Chapter 25. And Israel sojourned in Satin, and the people profaned itself by going a-whoring after the daughters of Moab. And they called them to the sacrifices of their idols, and the people ate of their sacrifices, and worshipped their idols. And Israel consecrated themselves to Baal-Phegor, and the Lord was very angry with Israel. And the Lord said to Moses, Take all the princes of the people, and make them examples of judgment for the Lord in the face of the sun, and the anger of the Lord shall be turned away from Israel. And Moses said to the tribes of Israel, Slay you every one his friend that is consecrated to Baal-Phegor. And behold, a man of the children of Israel came and brought his brother to a Madianitish woman before Moses, and before all the congregation of the children of Israel. And they were weeping at the door of the tabernacle of witness. And Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, saw it, and rose out of the midst of the congregation, and took a javelin in his hand, and went in after the Israelitish man into the chamber, and pierced them both through, both the Israelitish man and the woman through her womb. And the plague was stayed from the children of Israel. And those that died in the plague were 24,000. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, has caused my wrath to cease from the children of Israel, when I was exceedingly jealous among them, and I did not consume the children of Israel in my jealousy. Thus do you say to him, Behold, I give him a covenant of peace, and he and his seed after him shall have a perpetual covenant of priesthood, because he was zealous for his God, and made atonement for the children of Israel. Now the name of the struck Israelitish man who was struck with the Madianitish woman was Zambri, son of Salmon, prince of a house of the tribe of Simeon. And the name of the Madianitish woman who was struck was Chazbi, daughter of Sur, a prince of the nation of Omoth. It is a chief house among the people of Madiam. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Plague the Madianites as enemies, and strike them, for they are enemies to you by the treachery wherein they ensnare you through Fogor, and through Chazbi their sister, daughter of a prince of Madiam, who was struck in the day of the plague because of Fogor. Chapter 26. And it came to pass after the plague, that the Lord spoke to Moses and Eleazar the priest, saying, Take the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel, from 20 years old and upward, according to the houses of their lineage, every one that goes forth to battle in Israel. And Moses and Eleazar the priest spoke in Arabboth of Moab at the Jordan by Jericho, saying, This is the numbering from 20 years old and upward, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the sons of Israel that came out of Egypt are as follows. Reuben was the firstborn of Israel, and the sons of Reuben, Enoch, and the family of Enoch. To Phallu belongs the family of the Phalluites. To Asron, the family of Asroni. To Charmai, the family of Charmi. These are the families of Reuben, and their numbering was 43,730. And the sons of Phallu were Eliab. And the sons of Eliab, Namuel, and Dathan, and Abiron. These are renowned men of the congregation. These are they that rose up against Moses and Aaron in the gathering of Kor, in the rebellion against the Lord. And the earth opened her mouth, and swallowed up them and Kor, when their assembly perished, when the fire devoured the 250, and they were made a sign. But the sons of Kor died not. And the sons of Simeon, the family of the sons of Simeon, to Namuel belonged the family of the Namuelites, to Jamin the family of the Jaminites, to Jachin the family of the Jachinites, to Zara the family of the Zaraites, to Saul the family of the Saulites. These are the families of Simeon, according to their numbering, 22,200. And the sons of Judah, and Aunan, and and Aunan died in the land of Chanaan. And these were the sons of Judah, according to their families. To Selam belonged the family of the Selonites, to Phares the family of the Pharesites, to Zara the family of the Zarites. And the sons of Phares were, to Azron, the family of the Azronites, to Jamun, the family of the Jamunites. These are the families of Judah, according to their numbering, 76,500. And the sons of Issachar, according to their families, to Thola, the family of the Tholites, to Phua, the family of the Phuites, to Jasub, the family of the Jasubites, to Samram, the family of the Samramites. These are the families of Issachar, according to their numbering, 64,400. The sons of Zabulon, according to their families, to Sarid, the family of the Saradites, to Alon, the family of the Alonites, to Alel, the family of the Alelites. These are the families of Zabulon, according to their numbering, 60,500. The sons of Gad, according to their families, to Saphon, the family of the Saphonites, to Angi, the family of the Angites, to Suni, the family of the Sunites, to Azani, the family of the Azanites, to Adi, the family of the Adites, to Aroadi, the family of the Aroadites, to Ariel, the family of the Arielites. These are the families of the children of Gad, according to their numbering, 44,500. The sons of Aser, according to their families, to Jamin, the family of the Jaminites, to Jezu, the family of the Jesusites, to Baria, the family of the Bariites, to Shober, the family of the Choberites, to Melchiel, the family of the Melchielites, and the name of the daughter of Aser, Sarah. These are the families of Aser, according to their numbering, 43,400. The sons of Joseph, according to their families, Manasseh and Ephraim. The sons of Manasseh, to Machir, the family of the Machirites, and Machir begot Galad, to Galad, the family of the Galadites. And these are the sons of Galead, to Achiezer, the family of the Achiezerites, to Cheleg, the family of the Chelegites, to Ezriel, the family of the Ezrielites, to Sychem, the family of the Sychemites, to Simaer, the family of the Simaerites, and to Ophir, the family of the Ophirites. And to Salpead, the son of Ophir, there were no sons, but daughters, and these were the names of the daughters of Salpead, Mala, and Nua, and Igla, and Melcha, and Thirsa. These are the families of Manasseh, according to their numbering, 52,700. And these are the children of Ephraim, to Suthala, the family of the Suthalanites, to Tanakh, the family of the Tanakites. These are the sons of Suthala, to Eden, the family of the Edenites. These are the families of Ephraim, according to their numbering, 32,500. These are the families of the children of Joseph, according to their families. The sons of Benjamin, according to their families, to Baal, the family of the Baalites, to Asiber, the family of the Asiberites, to Jachiran, the family of the Jachiranites, to Sophan, the family of the Sophonites. And the sons of Baal were Adar and Noeman, to Adar, the family of the Adarites, and to Noeman, the family of the Noemanites. These are the sons of Benjamin, by their families, according to their numbering, 35,500. And the sons of Dan, according to their families, to Sam, the family of the Samites. These are the families of Dan, according to their families. All the families of Sami, according to their numbering, 64,000 and plus 400. The sons of Naphtali, according to their families, to Asiel, the family of the Asilites, to Gaunai, the family of the Gornites, to Jessa, the family of the Jezerites, to Selim, the family of the Selamites. These are the families of Naphtali, according to their numbering, 40,300. This is the numbering of the children of Israel, 601,730. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, To these the land shall be divided, so that they may inherit according to the number of the names. To the greater number you shall give the greater inheritance, and to the less number you shall give the less inheritance. To each one, as they have been numbered, shall their inheritance be given. The land shall be divided to the names by lot. They shall inherit according to the tribes of their families. You shall divide their inheritance by lot between the many and the few. And the sons of Levi, according to their families, to Gedson, the family of the Gedsonites, to Kath, the family of the Kaathites, to Merari, the family of the Merarites. These are the families of the sons of Levi, the family of the Lobanites, the family of the Chebronites, the family of the Koraites, and the family of the Musites. And Keath begot Amram. And the name of his wife was Jochebed, daughter of Levi, who bore these to Levi in Egypt. And she bore to Amram, Aaron, and Moses, and Miriam their sister. And to Aaron were born both Nadab and Abiud, and Eleazar and Ithamar. 61. And Nadab and Abiud died when they offered strange fire before the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai. And there were, according to their numbering, 23,000, every male from a month old and upward. for they were not numbered among the children of Israel, because they have no inheritance in the midst of the children of Israel. And this is the numbering of Moses and Eleazar the priest, who numbered the children of Israel in Araboth of Moab at Jordan by Jericho. And among these there was not a man numbered by Moses and Aaron, whom even the children of Israel they numbered in the wilderness of Sinai. For the Lord said to them, They shall surely die in the wilderness. And there was not left even one of them, except Caleb the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua the son of Nawe. Chapter 27. And the daughters of Salpad the son of Opher, the son of Galad, the son of Mashir, of the tribe of Manasseh, of the sons of Joseph, came near. And these were their names, Maalah, and Nuah, and Eglah, and Melchah, and Thirsa. And they stood before Moses, and before Eleazar the priest, and before the princes, and before all the congregation at the door of the tabernacle of witness, saying, Our father died in the wilderness, and he was not in the midst of the congregation that rebelled against the Lord in the gathering of Kor. For he died for his own sin, and he had no sons. Let not the name of our father be blotted out of the midst of his people, because he has no son. Give us an inheritance in the midst of our father's brethren. And Moses brought their case before the Lord. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, The daughters of Salpad have spoken rightly. You shall surely give them a possession of inheritance in the midst of their father's brethren, and you shall assign their father's inheritance to them. And you shall speak to the children of Israel, saying, If a man die and have no son, you shall assign his inheritance to his daughter. And if he have no daughter, you shall give his inheritance to his brother. And if he have no brethren, you shall give his inheritance to his father's brother. And if there be no brethren of his father, you shall give the inheritance to his nearest relation of his tribe, to inherit his possessions. And this shall be to the children of Israel an ordinance of judgment, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the Lord said to Moses, Go up to the mountain that is in the country beyond Jordan, this Mount Nabal, and behold the land Canaan, which I give to the sons of Israel for a possession. And you shall see it, and you also shall be added to your people, as Aaron your brother was added to them in Mount Or, because you transgressed my commandment in the wilderness of Sin, when the congregation resisted and refused to sanctify me. You sanctified me not at the water before them. This is the water of strife in Cades, in the wilderness of Sin. And Moses said to the Lord, Let the Lord God of spirits and of all flesh look out for a man over this congregation, who shall go out before them, and who shall come in before them, and who shall lead them out, and who shall bring them in. So the congregation of the Lord shall not be as sheep without a shepherd. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take to yourself Joshua the son of Nawe, a man who has the Spirit in him, and you shall lay your hands upon him. And you shall set him before Eleazar the priest, and you shall give him a charge before all the congregation, and you shall give a charge concerning him before them. And you shall put of your glory upon him, that the children of Israel may listen to him. And he shall stand before Eleazar the priest, and they shall ask of him before the Lord the judgment of the Urim. They shall go forth at his word, and at his word they shall come in, he and the children of Israel, with one accord, and all the congregation. And Moses did as the Lord commanded him, and he took Joshua, and set him before Eleazar the priest, and before all the congregation. And he laid his hands on him, and appointed him as the Lord ordered Moses. Chapter 28. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Charge the children of Israel, and you shall speak to them, saying, You shall observe to offer to me in my feasts my gifts, my presents, my burnt offerings for a sweet-smelling savour. And you shall say to them, These are the burnt offerings, all that you shall bring to the Lord. 2 lambs of a year old without blemish daily for a whole burnt offering perpetually. You shall offer 1 lamb in the morning, and you shall offer the 2nd lamb towards evening. And you shall offer the 10th part of an ephah of fine flour for a meat offering, mingled with oil, with the 4th part of a hin. It is a perpetual whole burnt offering, a sacrifice offered in the Mount of Sinai for a sweet-smelling savour to the Lord. And its drink offering, the 4th part of a hin to each lamb. In the holy place shall you pour strong drink as a drink offering to the Lord. And the 2nd lamb you shall offer toward evening. You shall offer it according to its meat offering, and according to its drink offering, for a smell of sweet savour to the Lord. And on the Sabbath day you shall offer 2 lambs of a year old without blemish, and 2/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering and a drink offering. It is a whole burnt offering of the Sabbaths on the Sabbath days, besides the continued whole burnt offering and its drink offering. And at the new moons you shall bring a whole burnt offering to the Lord, 2 calves of the herd, and 1 ram, 7 lambs of a year old without blemish, 3/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil for 1 calf, and 2/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil for 1 ram, a 10th deal of fine flour mingled with oil for each lamb as a meat offering, a sweet-smelling savour, a burnt offering to the Lord. Their drink offering shall be the half of a hin for 1 calf, and the third of a hin for 1 ram, and the 4th part of a hin of wine for 1 lamb. This is the whole burnt offering monthly throughout the months of the year. And he shall offer 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering to the Lord. It shall be offered beside the continual whole burnt offering and its drink offering. And in the 1st month, on the 14th day of the month, is the Passover to the Lord. And on the 15th day of this month is a feast. 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread, and the 1st day shall be to you a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work, and you shall bring whole burnt offerings, a sacrifice to the Lord, 2 calves of the herd, 1 ram, 7 lambs of a year old. They shall be to you without blemish. And their meat offering shall be fine flour mingled with oil, 3/10 deals for 1 calf, and 2/10 deals for 1 ram. You shall offer a 10th for each lamb for the 7 lambs, and you shall offer 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering to make atonement for you, beside the perpetual whole burnt offering in the morning, which is a whole burnt sacrifice for a continuance. These shall you thus offer daily for 7 days, a gift, a sacrifice for a sweet-smelling savour to the Lord. Beside the continual whole burnt offering you shall offer its drink offering. And the 7th day shall be to you a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work in it. And on the day of the new corn, when you shall offer a new sacrifice at the festival of weeks to the Lord, there shall be to you a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work, and you shall bring whole burnt offerings for a sweet-smelling savour to the Lord, 2 calves of the herd, 1 ram, 7 lambs without blemish. Their meat offering shall be fine flour mingled with oil. There shall be 3/10 deals for 1 calf, and 2/10 deals for 1 ram, a 10th for each lamb separately, for the 7 lambs, and a kid of the goats for a sin offering to make atonement for you, beside the perpetual whole burnt offering, and you shall offer to me their meat offering. They shall be to you unblemished, and you shall offer their drink offerings. Chapter 29. And in the 7th month, on the 1st day of the month, there shall be to you a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work. It shall be to you a day of blowing the trumpets. And you shall offer whole burnt offerings for a sweet savour to the Lord, 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 7 lambs of a year old without blemish. Their meat offering shall be fine flour mingled with oil, 3/10 deals for 1 calf, and 2/10 deals for 1 ram, a 10th deal for each several ram for the 7 lambs, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering to make atonement for you, beside the whole burnt offerings for the new moon, and their meat offerings, and their drink offerings, and their perpetual whole burnt offering, and their meat offerings, and their drink offerings according to their ordinance for a sweet-smelling savour to the Lord. And on the 10th of this month there shall be to you a holy convocation, and you shall afflict your souls, and you shall do no work. And you shall bring near whole burnt offerings for a sweet-smelling savour to the Lord, burnt sacrifices to the Lord, 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 7 lambs of a year old. They shall be to you without blemish. Their meat offering shall be fine flour mingled with oil, 3/10 deals for 1 calf, and 2/10 deals for 1 ram, a 10th deal for each several lamb for the 7 lambs, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering to make atonement for you, beside the sin offering for atonement, and the continual whole burnt offering, its meat offering and its drink offering according to its ordinance for a smell of sweet savour, a burnt sacrifice to the Lord. And on the 15th day of this 7th month you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work, and you shall keep it a feast to the Lord 7 days. And you shall bring near whole burnt offerings, a sacrifice for a smell of sweet savour to the Lord, on the 1st day 13 calves of the herd, 2 rams, 14 lambs of a year old. They shall be without blemish. Their meat offerings shall be fine flour mingled with oil. There shall be 3/10 deals for 1 calf for the 13 calves, and 2/10 deals for 1 ram for the 2 rams, a 10th deal for every lamb for the 14 lambs, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. Beside the continual whole burnt offering there shall be their meat offerings and their drink offerings. And on the 2nd day 12 calves, 2 rams, 14 lambs of a year old without blemish. Their meat offering and their drink offering shall be for the calves and the rams and the lambs according to their number, according to their ordinance. And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, beside the perpetual whole burnt offering, their meat offerings and their drink offerings. On the 3rd day 11 calves, 2 rams, 14 lambs of a year old without blemish. Their meat offering and their drink offering shall be to the calves, and to the rams, and to the lambs according to their number, according to their ordinance. And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. Beside the continual whole burnt offering there shall be their meat offerings and their drink offerings. On the 4th day 10 calves, 2 rams, 14 lambs of a year old without spot. There shall be their meat offerings and their drink offerings to the calves and the rams and the lambs according to their number, according to their ordinance. And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. Beside the continual whole burnt offering there shall be their meat offerings and their drink offerings. On the 5th day 9 calves, 2 rams, 14 lambs of a year old without spot. Their meat offerings and their drink offerings shall be to the calves and the rams and the lambs according to their number, according to their ordinance. And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. Beside the perpetual whole burnt offering there shall be their meat offerings and their drink offerings. On the 6th day 8 calves, 2 rams, 14 lambs of a year old without blemish. There shall be their meat offerings and their drink offerings to the calves and rams and lambs according to their number, according to their ordinance. And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. Beside the perpetual whole burnt offering there shall be their meat offerings and their drink offerings. On the 7th day 7 calves, 2 rams, 14 lambs of a year old without blemish. Their meat offerings and their drink offerings shall be to the calves and the rams and the lambs according to their number, according to their ordinance. And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. Beside the continual whole burnt offering there shall be their meat offerings and their drink offerings. And on the 8th day there shall be to you a release. You shall do no servile work in it. And you shall offer whole burnt offerings as sacrifices to the Lord, 1 calf, 1 ram, 7 lambs of a year old without spot. There shall be their meat offerings and their drink offerings for the calf and the ram and the lambs according to their number, according to their ordinance. And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, beside the continual whole burnt offering. There shall be their meat offerings and their drink offerings. These sacrifices shall you offer to the Lord in your feasts, besides your vows. And you shall offer your free will offerings and your whole burnt offerings, and your meat offerings and your drink offerings and your peace offerings. Chapter 30. And Moses spoke to the children of Israel according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. And Moses spoke to the heads of the tribes of the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which the Lord has commanded. Whatsoever man shall vow a vow to the Lord, or swear an oath, or bind himself with an obligation upon his soul, he shall not break his word. All that shall come out of his mouth he shall do. And if a woman shall vow a vow to the Lord, or bind herself with an obligation in her youth in her father's house, and her father should hear her vows and her obligations, wherewith she has bound her soul, and her father should hold his peace at her, then all her vows shall stand, and all the obligations with which she has bound her soul shall remain to her. But if her father straitly forbid her in the day in which he shall hear all her vows and her obligations, which she has contracted upon her soul, they shall not stand. And the Lord shall hold her guiltless, because her father forbade her. But if she should be indeed married, and her vows be upon her according to the utterance of her lips, the obligations which she has contracted upon her soul, and her husband should hear and hold his peace at her in the day in which he should hear, then thus shall all her vows be binding, and her obligations which she has contracted upon her soul shall stand. But if her husband should straitly forbid her in the day in which he should hear her, none of her vows or obligations which she has contracted upon her soul shall stand, because her husband has disallowed her, and the Lord shall hold her guiltless. And the vow of a widow, and of her that is put away, whatever she shall section bind upon her soul, shall stand to her. And if her vow be made in the house of her husband, or the obligation upon her soul with an oath, and her husband should hear and hold his peace at her, and not disallow her, then all her vows shall stand, and all the obligations which she contracted against her soul shall stand against her. But if her husband should utterly cancel the vow in the day in which he shall hear it, none of the things which shall proceed out of her lips in her vows, and in the obligations contracted upon her soul shall stand to her. Her husband has cancelled them, and the Lord shall hold her guiltless. Every vow and every binding oath to afflict her soul, her husband shall confirm it to her, or her husband shall cancel it. But if he be wholly silent at her from day to day, then shall he bind upon her all her vows. And he shall confirm to her the obligations which she has bound upon herself, because he held his peace at her in the day in which he heard her. And if her husband should in any wise cancel them after the day in which he heard them, then he shall bear his iniquity. These are the ordinances which the Lord commanded Moses between a man and his wife, and between a father and daughter in her youth in the house of her father. Chapter 31. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Avenge the wrongs of the children of Israel on the Midianites, and afterwards you shall be added to your people. And Moses spoke to the people, saying, Arm some of you, and set yourselves in array before the Lord against Madian, to inflict vengeance on Madian from the Lord. Send 1,000 of each tribe, from all the tribes of the children of Israel, to set themselves in array. And they numbered of the thousands of Israel 1,000 of each tribe, 12,000. These were armed for war. And Moses sent them away 1,000 of every tribe with their forces. And Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest. And the holy instruments and the signal trumpets were in their hands. And they set themselves in array against Madian, as the Lord commanded Moses. And they killed every male. And they killed the kings of Madian together with their slain subjects, even Evi and Rokon, and Sur, and and Robok, 5 kings of Madian. And they killed with the sword Balaam the son of Beor with their other slain. And they made a prey of the women of Madian, and their store, and their cattle, and all their possessions. And they spoiled their forces. And they burnt with fire all their cities in the places of their habitation, and they burnt their villages with fire. And they took all their plunder, and all their spoils, both man and beast. And they brought to Moses and to Eleazar the priest, and to all the children of Israel, the captives and the spoils, and the plunder to the camp to Arabboth Moab, which is at Jordan by Jericho. And Moses and Eleazar the priest and all the rulers of the synagogue went forth out of the camp to meet them. And Moses was angry with the captains of the host, the heads of thousands and the heads of hundreds who came from the battle array. And Moses said to them, Why have you saved every female alive? For they were the occasion to the children of Israel by the word of Balaam of their revolting and despising the word of the Lord because of Phogor. And there was a plague in the congregation of the Lord. Now then kill every male in all the spoil, kill every woman who has known the lying with man. And as for all the captivity of women who have not known the lying with man, save you them alive. And you shall encamp outside the great camp 7 days. Every one who has slain, and who touches a dead body, shall be purified on the 3rd day, and you and your captivity shall purify yourselves on the 7th day. And you shall purify every garment and every leather utensil, and all furniture of goat skin, and every wooden vessel. And Eleazar the priest said to the men of the host that came from the battle array, This is the ordinance of the law which the Lord has commanded Moses. Beside the gold and the silver and the brass and the iron and lead and tin, everything that shall pass through the fire shall so be clean. Nevertheless, it shall be purified with the water of sanctification. And whatever will not pass through the fire shall pass through water. And on the 7th day you shall wash your garments and be clean, and afterwards you shall come into the camp. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take the sum of the spoils of the captivity, both of man and beast, you and Eleazar the priest, and the heads of the families of the congregation. And you shall divide the spoils between the warriors that went out to battle and the whole congregation. And you shall take a tribute for the Lord from the warriors that went out to battle, 1 soul out of 500 from the men and from the cattle, even from the oxen, and from the sheep and from the asses, and you shall take from their half. And you shall give them to Eleazar the priest as the firstfruits of the Lord. And from the half belonging to the children of Israel you shall take 1 in 50 from the men, and from the oxen, and from the sheep, and from the asses, and from all the cattle. And you shall give them to the Levites that keep the charges in the tabernacle of the Lord. And Moses and Eleazar the priest did as the Lord commanded Moses. And that which remained of the spoil which the warriors took was of the sheep 675,000, and oxen 72,000, and asses 61,000. And persons of women who had not known lying with man, all the souls, 32,000, and the half, even the portion of them that went out to war from the number of the sheep, was 337,500. And the tribute to the Lord from the sheep was 675. And the oxen 36,000, and the tribute to the Lord 72. And asses 30,500, and the tribute to the Lord 61. And the persons 16,000, and the tribute of them to the Lord 32 souls. And Moses gave the tribute to the Lord, the heave offering of God, to Eleazar the priest, as the Lord commanded Moses, from the half belonging to the children of Israel, whom Moses separated from the men of war. And the half taken from the sheep belonging to the congregation was 337,500. And the oxen 36,000, asses 30,500, and persons 16,000. And Moses took of the half belonging to the children of Israel the 50th part, of men and of cattle, and he gave them to the Levites, who keep the charges of the tabernacle of the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. And all those who were appointed to be officers of thousands of the host, captains of thousands and captains of hundreds, approached Moses and said to Moses, Your servants have taken the sum of the men of war with us, and not one is missing. And we have brought our gift to the Lord, every man who has found an article of gold, whether an armlet or a chain, or a ring or a bracelet, or a clasp for hair, to make atonement for us before the Lord. And Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold from them, even every wrought article. And all the wrought gold, even the offering that they offered to the Lord, was 16,750 shekels from the captains of thousands and the captains of hundreds. For the men of war took plunder every one for himself. And Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold from the captains of thousands and captains of hundreds, and brought the vessels into the tabernacle of witness, a memorial of the children of Israel before the Lord. Chapter 32. And the children of Reuben and the children of Gad had a multitude of cattle, very great. And they saw the land of Jazer and the land of Galad, and the place was a place for cattle. And the children of Reuben and the children of Gad came, and spoke to Moses, and to Eleazar the priest, and to the princes of the congregation, saying, Ataroth, and Dabon, and Jazer, and Namrah, and Esibon, and Eleale, and Sebama, and Nabau, and Baayan, the land which the Lord has delivered up before the children of Israel, is pasture land, and your servants have cattle. And they said, If we have found grace in your sight, let this land be given to your servants for a possession, and do not cause us to pass over Jordan. And Moses said to the sons of Gad and the sons of Reuben, Shall your brethren go to war, and shall you sit here? And why do you pervert the minds of the children of Israel, that they should not cross over into the land which the Lord gives them? Did not your fathers thus, when I sent them from Cadesbarn to spy out the land? And they went up to the valley of the cluster, and spied the land, and turned aside the heart of the children of Israel, that they should not go into the land which the Lord gave them. And the Lord was very angry in that day, and swore, saying, Surely these men who came up out of Egypt from 20 years old and upward, who know good and evil, shall not see the land which I swore to give to Abram and Isaac and Jacob, for they have not closely followed after me, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh, who was set apart, and Joshua the son of Noah, for they closely followed after the Lord. And the Lord was very angry with Israel, and for 40 years he caused them to wander in the wilderness, until all the generation which did evil in the sight of the Lord was extinct. Behold, you are risen up in the room of your fathers, a combination of sinful men, to increase yet farther the fierce wrath of the Lord against Israel. For you will turn away from him to desert him yet once more in the wilderness, and you will sin against this whole congregation. And they came to him and said, We will build here folds for our cattle, and cities for our possessions. And we will arm ourselves, and go as an advanced guard before the children of Israel, until we shall have brought them into their place. And our possessions shall remain in walled cities because of the inhabitants of the land. We will not return to our houses till the children of Israel shall have been distributed, each to his own inheritance. And we will not any longer inherit with them from the other side of Jordan and onwards, because we have our full inheritance on the side beyond Jordan eastward. And Moses said to them, If you will do according to these words, if you will arm yourselves before the Lord for battle, and every one of you will pass over Jordan fully armed before the Lord, until his enemy be destroyed from before his face, and the land shall be subdued before the Lord, then afterwards you shall return, and be guiltless before the Lord, and as regards Israel, and this land shall be to you for a possession before the Lord. But if you will not do so, you will sin against the Lord, and you shall know your sin when afflictions shall come upon you. And you shall build for yourselves cities, for your store and folds for your cattle, and you shall do that which proceeds out of your mouth. And the sons of Reuben and the sons of Gad spoke to Moses, saying, Your servants will do as our Lord commands. Our store and our wives and all our cattle shall be in the cities of Galaad. But your servants will go over all armed and set in order before the Lord to battle, as our Lord says. And Moses appointed to them for judges Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nawe, and the chiefs of the families of the tribes of Israel. And Moses said to them, If the sons of Reuben and the sons of Gad will pass over Jordan with you, every one armed for war before the Lord, and you shall subdue the land before you, then you shall give to them the land of Galaad for a possession. But if they will not pass over armed with you to war before the Lord, then shall you cause to pass over their possessions, and their wives and their cattle before you into the land of Canaan, and they shall inherit with you in the land of Canaan. And the sons of Reuben and the sons of Gad answered, saying, Whatsoever the Lord says to his servants, that will we do. We will go over armed before the Lord into the land of Canaan, and you shall give us our inheritance beyond Jordan. And Moses gave to them, even to the sons of Gad and the sons of Reuben, and to the half-tribe of Manasseh of the sons of Joseph, the kingdom of Sihon king of the Amorites, and the kingdom of Og king of Bashan, the land and its cities with its coasts, the cities of the land round about. And the sons of Gad built Dibon, and Ataroth, and Aroer, and Sophar, and Jazer, and they set them up, and Namram, and Betharan, strong cities and folds for sheep. And the sons of Reuben built Esebon, and Elealeh, and Kiriatam, and Bealmeon, surrounded with walls, and Sebama. And they called the names of the cities which they built after their own names. And a son of Mashir, the son of Manasseh, went to Galaad, and took it, and destroyed the Amorite who lived in it. And Moses gave Galaad to Machir, the son of Manasseh, and he lived there. And Jair, the son of Manasseh, went and took their villages, and called them the villages of Jair. And Nabal went and took Keath and her villages, and called them Naboth after his name. Chapter 33. And these are the stages of the children of Israel, as they went out from the land of Egypt with their host by the hand of Moses and Aaron. And Moses wrote their removals and their stages by the word of the Lord. And these are the stages of their journeying. They departed from Ramesses in the 1st month on the 15th day of the 1st month. On the day after the Passover, the children of Israel went forth with a high hand before all the Egyptians, and the Egyptians buried those that died of them, even all that the Lord struck, every firstborn in the land of Egypt. Also the Lord executed vengeance on their gods. And the children of Israel departed from Ramesses, and encamped in Succoth. And they departed from Succoth, and encamped in Buthan, which is a part of the wilderness. And they departed from Buthan, and encamped at the mouth of Eroth, which is opposite Baal-Zephon, and encamped opposite Magdol. And they departed from before Eroth, and crossed the middle of the sea into the wilderness. And they went a journey of 3 days through the wilderness, and encamped in Pichrai. And they departed from Pichrai, and came to Ailim, and in Ailim were 12 fountains of water, and 70 palm trees, and they encamped there by the water. And they departed from Ailim, and encamped by the Red Sea. And they departed from the Red Sea, and encamped in the wilderness of Sin. And they departed from the wilderness of Sin, and encamped in Raphakah. And they departed from Raphakah, and encamped in Aelis. And they departed from Aelis, and encamped in Raphidim, and there was no water there for the people to drink. And they departed from Raphidim, and encamped in the wilderness of Sinah. And they departed from the wilderness of Sinah, and encamped at the graves of Lust. And they departed from the graves of Lust, and encamped in Asaroth. And they departed from Asaroth, and encamped in Rathama. And they departed from Rathama, and encamped in Remon-Phares. And they departed from Remon-Phares, and encamped in Lebona. And they departed from Lebona, and encamped in Resan. And they departed from Resan, and encamped in Makheleth. And they departed from Makheleth, and encamped in Sephar. And they departed from Sephar, and encamped in Caridath. And they departed from Caridath, and encamped in Machaloth. And they departed from Machaloth, and encamped in Katath. And they departed from Katath, and encamped in Tarath. And they departed from Tarath, and encamped in Methekah. And they departed from Methekah, and encamped in Salmona. And they departed from Salmona, and encamped in Masuruth. And they departed from Masuruth, and encamped in Benaiah. And they departed from Benaiah, and encamped in the mountain Gadgad. And they departed from the mountain Gadgad, and encamped in Etabatha. They departed from Etabatha, and encamped in Ebrona. And they departed from Ebrona, and encamped in Geshan-Geber. And they departed from Geshan-Geber, and encamped in the wilderness of Sin. And they departed from the wilderness of Sin, and encamped in the wilderness of Pharan. This is Cades. And they departed from Cades, and encamped in Mount or near the land of Edom. And Aaron the priest went up by the command of the Lord, and died there in the 40th year of the departure of the children of Israel from the land of Egypt, in the 5th month, on the 1st day of the month. And Aaron was 123 years old when he died in Mount Or. And Arad the Canaanitish king, he too lived in the land of Chanaan, having heard when the children of Israel were entering the land, then they departed from Mount Or, and encamped in Salmona. And they departed from Salmona, and encamped in Pheno. And they departed from Pheno, and encamped in Oboth. And they departed from Oboth, and encamped in Gai, on the other side Jordan, on the borders of Moab. And they departed from Gai, and encamped in Dabon-Gad. And they departed from Dabon-Gad, and encamped in Gelmon-Deblataim. And they departed from Gelmon-Deblataim, and encamped on the mountains of Abarim, over against Nabal. And they departed from the mountains of Abarim, and encamped on the west of Moab at Jordan by Jericho. And they encamped by Jordan between Asimoth as far as Belsa to the west of Moab. And the Lord spoke to Moses at the west of Moab by Jordan at Jericho, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and you shall say to them, You are to pass over Jordan into the land of Chanaan, and you shall destroy all that dwell in the land before your face, and you shall abolish their high places, and all their molten images you shall destroy, and you shall demolish all their pillars. And you shall destroy all the inhabitants of the land, and you shall dwell in it, for I have given their land to you for an inheritance. And you shall inherit their land according to your tribes. To the greater number you shall give the larger possession, and to the smaller you shall give the less possession. To whatever part a man's name shall go forth by lot, there shall be his property. You shall inherit according to the tribes of your families. But if you will not destroy the dwellers in the land from before you, then it shall come to pass that whoever of them you shall leave shall be thorns in your eyes and darts in your sides, and they shall be enemies to you on the land on which you shall dwell. And it shall come to pass that as I had determined to do to them, so I will do to you. Chapter 34. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Charge the children of Israel, and you shall say to them, You are entering into the land of Chanaan. It shall be to you for an inheritance, the land of Chanaan with its boundaries. And your southern side shall be from the wilderness of Sin to the border of Edom, and your border southward shall extend on the side of the salt sea eastward, and your border shall go round you from the south to the ascent of Akrabin, and shall proceed by Enak. And the going forth of it shall be southward to Cades Barn, and it shall go forth to the village of Arad, and shall proceed by Asimona. And the border shall compass from Asimona to the river of Egypt, and the sea shall be the termination. And you shall have your border on the west, the great sea shall be the boundary. This shall be to you the border on the west. And this shall be your northern border. From the great sea you shall measure to yourselves by the side of the mountain. And you shall measure to yourselves the mountain from Mount Hor at the entering into Emath, and the termination of it shall be the coasts of Saradak. And the border shall go out to Dephrona, and its termination shall be at Arsene. This shall be your border from the north, and you shall measure to yourselves the eastern border from Arsenine to Sephamar. And the border shall go down from Sephamar to Bela eastward to the fountains, and the border shall go down from Bela behind the sea, Chennereth eastward. And the border shall go down to Jordan, and the termination shall be the salt sea. This shall be your land and its borders round about. And Moses charged the children of Israel, saying, This is the land which you shall inherit by lot, even as the Lord commanded us to give it to the 9 tribes and the half-tribe of Manasseh. For the tribe of the children of Reuben and the tribe of the children of Gad have received their inheritance according to their section families, and the half-tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritances. 2 tribes and half a tribe have received their inheritance beyond Jordan by Jericho from the south eastwards. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, These are the names of the men who shall divide the land to you for an inheritance: Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nawe. And you shall take 1 ruler from each tribe to divide the land to you by lot. And these are the names of the men: of the tribe of Judah, Chalib the son of Jephon; of the tribe of Simeon, Salamiel the son of Semiud; of the tribe of Benjamin, Eldad the son of Shazlon; of the tribe of Dan, the prince was Bakir the son of Egli; of the sons of Joseph, of the tribe of the sons of Manasseh, the prince was Nael the son of Suphi; of the tribe of the sons of Ephraim, the prince was Camuel the son of Sabbathon; of the tribe of Zebulun, the prince was Elisaphan the son of Pharnak; of the tribe of the sons of Issachar, the prince was Phaltiel the son of Oza; of the tribe of the children of Aser, the prince was Achior the son of Selemi; of the tribe of Naphtali, the prince was Phadael the son of Jamiud. These did the Lord command to distribute the inheritances to the children of Israel in the land of Chanaan. Chapter 35. And the Lord spoke to Moses to the west of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, Give orders to the children of Israel, and they shall give to the Levites cities to dwell in from the lot of their possession. And they shall give to the Levites the suburbs of the cities round about them. And the cities shall be for them to dwell in, and their enclosures shall be for their cattle and all their beasts. And the suburbs of the cities which you shall give to the Levites shall be from the wall of the city and outwards 2,000 cubits round about. And you shall measure outside the city on the east side 2,000 cubits, and on the south side 2,000 cubits, and on the west side 2,000 cubits, and on the north side 2,000 cubits. And your city shall be in the midst of this, and the suburbs of the cities as described. And you shall give the cities to the Levites, the 6 cities of refuge which you shall give for the slayer to flee there, and in addition to these 42 cities. You shall give to the Levites in all 48 cities, them and their suburbs. And as for the cities which you shall give out of the possession of the children of Israel, from those that have much you shall give much, and from those that have less you shall give less. They shall give of their cities to the Levites, each one according to his inheritance which they shall inherit. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and you shall say to them, You are to cross over Jordan into the land of Chanaan, and you shall appoint to yourselves cities. They shall be to you cities of refuge for the slayer to flee to, every one who has killed another unintentionally. And the cities shall be to you places of refuge from the avenger of blood, and the slayer shall not die until he stands before the congregation for judgment. And the cities which you shall assign, even the 6 cities, shall be places of refuge for you. You shall assign 3 cities on the other side of Jordan, and you shall assign 3 cities in the land of Chanaan. It shall be a place of refuge for the children of Israel, and for the stranger, and for him that sojourns among you. These cities shall be for a place of refuge, for everyone to flee there who has killed a man unintentionally. And if he should strike him with an iron instrument, and the man should die, he is a murderer. Let the murderer by all means be put to death. And if he should strike him with a stone thrown from his hand, whereby a man may die, and he thus die, he is a murderer. Let the murderer by all means be put to death. And if he should strike him with an instrument of wood from his hand, whereby he may die, and he thus die, he is a murderer. Let the murderer by all means be put to death. The avenger of blood himself shall kill the murderer. Whenever he shall meet him, he shall kill him. And if he should thrust him through enmity, or cast anything upon him from an ambuscade, and the man should die, or if he have struck him with his hand through anger, and the man should die, let the man that struck him be put to death by all means. He is a murderer. Let the murderer by all means be put to death. The avenger of blood shall kill the murderer when he meets him. But if he should thrust him suddenly, not through enmity, or cast anything upon him, not from an ambuscade, or strike him with any stone, whereby a man may die unawares, and it should fall upon him, and he should die, but he was not his enemy, nor sought to hurt him, then the assembly shall judge between the smiter and the avenger of blood, according to these judgments. And the congregation shall rescue the slayer from the avenger of blood, and the congregation shall restore him to his city of refuge, whither he fled for refuge. And he shall dwell there till the death of the high priest, whom they anointed with the holy oil. But if the slayer should in any wise go out beyond the bounds of the city, whither he fled for refuge, and the avenger of blood should find him without the bounds of the city of his refuge, and the avenger of blood should kill the slayer. He is not guilty. For he ought to have remained in the city of refuge till the high priest died, and after the death of the high priest the slayer shall return to the land of his possession. And these things shall be to you for an ordinance of judgment throughout your generations, in all your dwellings. Whoever kills a man, you shall kill the murderer on the testimony of witnesses, and one witness shall not testify against a soul that he should die. And you shall not accept ransoms for life from a murderer who is worthy of death, for he shall be surely put to death. You shall not accept a ransom to excuse his fleeing to the city of refuge, so that he should again dwell in the land until the death of the high priest. So shall you not pollute with murder the land in which you dwell, for this blood pollutes the land, and the land shall not be purged from the blood shed upon it, but by the blood of him that shed it. And you shall not defile the land whereon you dwell, on which I dwell in the midst of you, for I am the Lord, dwelling in the midst of the children of Israel. Chapter 36. And the heads of the tribe of the sons of Gad, the son of Mashir, the son of Manasseh, of the tribe of the sons of Joseph, drew near, and spoke before Moses, and before Eleazar the priest, and before the heads of the houses of the families of the children of Israel. And they said, The Lord commanded our Lord to render the land of inheritance by lot to the children of Israel. And the Lord appointed our Lord to give the inheritance of Salpad our brother to his daughters. And they will become wives in one of the tribes of the children of Israel, so their inheritance shall be taken away from the possession of our fathers, and shall be added to the inheritance of the tribe into which the women shall marry, and shall be taken away from the portion of our inheritance. And if there shall be a release of the children of Israel, then shall their inheritance be added to the inheritance of the tribe into which the women marry, and their inheritance shall be taken away from the inheritance of our family's tribe. And Moses charged the children of Israel by the commandment of the Lord, saying, Thus says the tribe of the children of Joseph. This is the thing which the Lord has appointed the daughters of Salpad, saying, Let them marry where they please, only let them marry men of their father's tribe. So shall not the inheritance of the children of Israel go about from tribe to tribe, for the children of Israel shall steadfastly continue each in the inheritance of his family's tribe. And whatever daughter is heiress to a property of the tribes of the children Israel, such women shall be married each to one of her father's tribe, that the sons of Israel may each inherit the property of his father's tribe. And the inheritance shall not go about from one tribe to another, but the children of Israel shall steadfastly continue each in his own inheritance. As the Lord commanded Moses, so did they to the daughters of Salpad. So Thirsa and Eglah and Melcha and Nuah and Mahlah, the daughters of Salpad, married their cousins. They were married to men of the tribe of Manasseh, of the sons of Joseph. And their inheritance was attached to the tribe of their father's family. These are the commandments, and the ordinances, and the judgments, which the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses at the west of Moab, at Jordan by Jericho. The end of the book of Numbers.
Look for more books on Scourby U Bible channel. On the current screen, you can find first link to more videos from the Septuagint playlist, and second link to number 1 playlist from Genesis to Revelation, read by Alexander Scourby. Subscribe, like, and share it with others.